All right, everyone, welcome back. Aokailan, second season 2, second to last session. I don't know what we're on right now. I'm thinking it's 11. My guess is 11. Things are getting pretty intense. What happened last time? Long pause. Great start.
Who wants to?
Oh my god. I don't know.
It was a very Anastas-driven session.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say so.
So Talon in entirety.
Talon
In entirety.
That's true. It started with the everyone kind of convening for the meeting with the
All the folks.
with all the
Red
folks.
All the people.
And we kind of came in and said, "Hey, we have receipts. We're telling the truth. Here's all the sap."
Yeah.
And receipts were verified, and Bridget was like, "Fuck, that is not enough to meet our needs.
Yeah.
Something must be wrong."
Not happy.
There was questioning of the hostage Horatio, who we were attempting to release, who we were negotiating for. About kind of how things were going to be run, and he was a little apprehensive about some of the things that were said.
I do want to, in
came back to
defense
me.
of my position here,
Yeah.
Anastas was pretty much telling him what to do at that point. He was
He
just
was.
I don't know if I'm just gonna accept Anastas just telling me what to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
For sure.
He wasn't all crazy, I'm just saying.
No, I don't think it was crazy. I think it was typical, but
I think you're crazy.
we we did the deal. We verified with the headmaster that there is indeed a much larger threat facing the city, and we can't go deal with it if we think the Red Masks are about to go tear it up.
Right.
So could we have a little bit of a peace agreement so that we can at least stop your infected from killing each other in crazy madness waves? Bridget acquiesced, and Horatio was released and was invited Anastas down into the basement to begin immediate treatment of the infected.
Somebody
And now
followed.
we reach-
Bridget went to go brood at this point. Somebody followed.
Yes,
okay.
Yep. I followed. Raleigh followed. And basically just kind of had a little bit of was all of that true? Is everything are you guys on the up and up, basically? And yeah, I'm not lying to you.
Right.
And then we just kind of talked about what was going on, the options that we might have. It was, yeah, just a conversation. She just heard the worst news in the world, basically.
She did share some additional information there.
Yeah, that is true.
And what was that?
I don't remember.
She she led on that Horatio had kind of been
right. So it was right, but that only became relevant kind of after this.
Yes.
It seemed like it was like that, but I was I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it was when she said it, it was kind of innocuous.
Yeah, it was kind of she was saying it, it was just weird, right?
Yeah. So she was saying that Horatio, when she was around Horatio, she was just so angry, and she didn't know what what came over her, but she thought that the only solution was to cause this civil war.
Yes. Right.
And she's now she's questioning where that impulse came from.
Right. And then we cut back downstairs.
Yeah.
Downstairs, Anastas was helping Horatio prep for his treatment ritual.
Mm-hmm.
They began speaking. Anastas came to the revelation that he felt like, they had control over what was going on, and that Horatio did not, and that Horatio wasn't the person to be doing what they were doing, and twisted his head off before what was going to be a very devastating ritual was about to be performed.
But we didn't know that yet.
We did not know that.
So
This
Horatio,
caused some consternation.
It did cause, but yeah. So Anastas ripped off the head. Immediately was presented with the shadow of Horatio. Threatened bravely about how they're going to figure out why he's going to be Horatio. Anastas went, well, sure wish that didn't happen. Grabbed a clump of black sap, threw it at a dumbstruck Dorian, who had just opened the door at the critical moment.
And just saw you standing there with the person who we just came here to rescue with this meeting.
Yeah.
Head in your hands.
Yeah.
And its body on the floor. And you throwing black sap at me and saying that we had to go.
Yep. And Alexander, too, was privy to such...
Yeah, Alexander, saw this happening and went to get Raleigh, if I recall.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, you came up to the tower to, talk to me and Bridget. Yeah.
It was kind of like hey, need to pull you aside for a
second.
Didn't tell Bridget. Didn't tell Bridget, though. Key back there. Thankfully. Just on the way, told Raleigh, so here's what happened.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but we're going to find out.
So before that, Anastas scooped up the body, walked through the secret passage. Dorian and asking questions rapid fire, trying to figure out what just happened. Alexander running upstairs to get Raleigh. Doesn't tell Bridget exactly what happened, but it's like, Raleigh, we gotta chat. And Bridget is in dire need of the doctor's treatment.
Yes, because she started kind of being a little freaky at the end, as I recall. Yeah,
she did. And so you guys went downstairs, and Bridget was like, what the actual fuck is going on? And you're like, we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
And she's just like, bring the fucking doctor, though. Like, you really got to do that. Well, we show up to where Anastas brings them to the basement of Crispin's Curiosities, where the zombie army, who had gone hitherto unmentioned,
let's not forget that very salient point. Up until the moment they were unleashed on us, none of our characters knew that they existed.
None of them knew that they existed. Oh, also for viewers at home, know that there was a large grilling session on Talon the player for what the fuck he was doing.
I take all of the blame and responsibility and thus shame for that.
We love session. You. We were very confused.
Well, the feral zombie army losing their mind.
Yes, frightened.
Constantine's like, is this why? Just shocked, like why these our children are going crazy. And then the shadow of Horatio the 10th appears once more, incorporating in bones of the fallen, and then setting loose said zombie horde across. Anastas pleads to Constantine, saying, like, you've seen my power, you trust me. This is clearly not this is not who we should be following, and does turn to our side. The other Najit in attendance, their wills kind of bent to Horatio's, attacked us. Throughout listening to Horatio's monologues, it became apparent that he thought he was the second coming of the pilgrim, as was reading in the texts. That was what made them a heretic. That is what caused the Inquisition. Was not actually the fault of the Inquisition, was the fault of this like incredibly conceited person who believed themselves to be the next godhead. We, after a pretty brutal fight and some really cool tactics, we were able to all jump in on Horatio and finish finish the job with a lightning bolt from Raleigh.
Yeah.
Yep, blew out the back of his whole everything.
Yes. After that, the Najit staying gave us full cooperation.
Mm-hmm.
One is staying with the zombie army to maintain control there. One is on their way to Dorian's father.
Mm-hmm.
One is, and then two are on their way to Bridget, and Constantine and the other attendant are on their way to visit Bridget. And I think that's where we ended.
Not where we ended.
No.
No?
We then stepped outside to the site of the sky opening.
Yeah.
Like torn fabric.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just maybe forgot.
And there was a black storm.
Yeah.
Erupting before us.
That did happen. Over the university, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Over the university, of course, and growing over all of Arkaedyva.
Yep.
And that is where we left off.
I feel like that was plot relevant for like Peach and like Dorian. Yeah. So like, yeah.
I mean, it's plot relevant for the party.
No, it's plot relevant for everyone. It's like it is
particularly opening people.
Particularly potent for Dorian.
This affects all of us.
Whose hometown is about to get swallowed by the
pretty equally.
And Dorian has shared that he's seen this happen.
That's correct. This was like your vision in your.
Yeah, this is like half of the vision. It was the Hadra army marching here, and Arkaedyva covered in a crazy black void storm.
Yeah.
So
the Hadra army's gonna show up when this is at its absolute fucking worst.
And that is where we are going to start off today. Okay, so let's get us to the Arkaedyva menu. Let's get some... Okay, what do I want here? I want something scary.
Sensual jazz.
Yes.
Some Barry White.
We're gonna try this. We're gonna see what it does. Bear with me. Nope. Well, I'm happy with that. Okay. You stare in horror and disbelief at the darkening sky above you, where that colossal crack, that black tear in reality crackles into existence. Constantine stands beside you, placing his rotting hand, Anastas, on your shoulder. It hums with energy as he whispers, "Pilgrim, our guide, grant us the strength of your grace, that we might walk in your footsteps evermore." Anastas, you feel your will strengthened and your body pulls itself back together. The crack of bone and ligament and metal. You are healed 1d6 hit points.
Oh, well, I'll take the 5.
You can take my 5.
Yeah.
Constantine says, I think you need that. More than the cathedral ward people, your holiness. He manages a smirk with what remains of his face.
Awash in the pilgrim's light. Continue your mission, Constantine. And we few will yet bring order to Arkaedyva.
Excellent. Okay. What do you guys want to do?
What do I want to do?
What's your order of operations here?
Well, I think we maybe got to go get the shit to maybe try to close this crazy hole in the sky. That's just me, though.
Need to get to the fucking academy right now to try and fix this problem.
Are there any...
I think you might be right.
Are there any supplies we could gather beforehand? It is my understanding we are descending into unknown depths under the university. Dorian, do you know of what
Like
we
what?
could encounter?
Do I know what kinds of things we could encounter down there?
Dorian, you specifically have experience in the ruins underneath Arkaedyva, do you not?
I do.
So, last time that you were there, you fell and broke your leg.
Yes.
And what happened to you?
Well, it's when my journal was written. There is a strange presence in the ruins underneath the academy. There's something there. After I fell into... At the time, it was... This was well over a year ago. I had fallen into a bit of ruins, and there was Lumidium everywhere. Electricity crackling between these two massive onyx stones, and when I looked upon it, I just blacked out. My hand was shaking, and when I came to, my record journal was just filled with these strange writings. I've been trying ever since to decipher what it is and what it could mean.
Well, I fear things may have changed, but perhaps we are equipped to investigate.
I mean, almost certainly. I'm sure that they have since drained that area dry of its Lumidium crystals, especially towards these new lightning gun projects.
Well, it is good to know that we will have a guide.
I know them quite well.
Then let us tarry no longer.
All right. So are we headed straight to the university, into the eye of this maelstrom?
That was kind of what I was asking, is there anything we need?
Unless there's a place that I can get a reload. I only have 2 shots left. But...
Does sound like you are headed in the direction of a reload.
Of a reload.
One important clarification I would like to make as the DM, I think you guys have gotten this information already. There are 2 different varieties of Lumidium crystals. There is the raw crystal, which is the sort that is used to light the street lamps here, and it mostly emits a dull glow. There is then a refined version of the crystal, which the university has not yet determined how to refine the stronger version from the raw, but it has been found in ruins beneath the city, and that is what is used to power both the guns and
it's refined. So is this to suggest that refined was refined and left there by whatever civilization controlled the ruins? Okay.
Yes.
So it's not like a special kind. It's like they went into these ruins and by some means were refining.
This is like ancient technology.
They're like ingots or charges or shards or whatever.
You're in Oblivion, you're going down into ruins, and there are glowing crystals, and it's like, well, this is weird.
Yeah. Sure.
What the fuck were those things called?
The Dwemer ruins?
No. You'd be in the Iliad ruins, and there would be like those stones, and like you could use them to refresh your mana or something like that. They were also very expensive.
What were they called?
I don't remember what they were called. In
question
any case,
for another time.
Yes, exactly
a question
like
for
those.
another time. So, we're headed straight to the university. We do not need to make any pit stops. This is your last chance to go any place that you want to go before we do this.
We
Okay.
got all the supplies we could need. Everything is hinging on us going.
Yeah.
Okay. As you reach the university gates, you are assaulted by wind and buffeted by the debris which fills the air. Crackling, howling, it's so loud you can barely hear one another, and you feel a chill sweep through your bones. The university itself lies in ruins beyond, split in two by the crackling abyssal anomaly towering above you. Now that you are closer, you can see several shapes flying through the air around the portal, like gray, stony, faceless bats. With the same manner as the first guardian of that black realm you met at the gate's opening. You also now see that the rift extends just as deeply into the earth as above it, like the gods took a slice of the world with some enormous blade. You see no one around save for the flying creatures, and you shudder to imagine what has become of the people. Okay, we do have... Oh, at least I'm supposed to have... Let me check. Yeah. So you guys have come to the gate of the university. And having stepped inside, you recall that there is like some ruins on the ground of the university where gardens had been made. You'll need to make your way through to get to the university itself. There is debris and things flying all around you, and larger chunks are hitting you. This is very dangerous. So the way that this is going to work, we are going to use a 6-inch movement. You should be able to grab a ruler. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Off to under the token controls, measure distance. And there's a way that, like, if you like press maybe spacebar, yes, then your character will move to wherever you are measuring to.
Cool.
It is in M?
Meters, 6 meters.
Got it.
Okay.
Not 6 feet, 6 meters. Got it.
Yes, 6 meters. Apologies. Okay. And give me just a second here.
Points. No, we're all right. Oh, we will.
Okay, we're gonna, I am gonna put, if everyone wants to activate themselves, because the other thing that's happening is you've caught the attention of one of these creatures. So above you, you can see in that tree, as you approach the ruins, one of these things turns its face towards you. Well, its lack of face. It's got that stony, faceless head. These, unlike the ones that you had fought before, are much smaller, but winged, so they can fly. It makes that low thrumming sound as it sees you. Its entire body sort of vibrates, and it extends its wings and is prepared to come down on you. And we are going to start, as per the usual, with the Dorian.
Dorian will pull out his crossbow and take a shot towards it.
Excellent.
And after doing that, he is going to... Okay, just so I'm clear, are we... Sorry, is the gate up... How the fuck do I ping again?
I can just see where you're...
X.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we trying to get up here, or is this the entrance to the academy?
Yes, you need to get, you're on like the left side of the map right now. We need to get you to the right side of the map, so you're moving rightward.
I'm gonna fire and then start running east.
Okay.
Any plus minus?
-3.
Okay.
That's a
Get
success.
10 for 4 damage.
Excellent. Okay. Noted. So the you're using your crossbow at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Crossbow bolt embeds in its flesh. Its flesh is thick and stony, and it only penetrates a small way. But the creature does react to it, being knocked back and letting out another low thrum, turning its attention towards you and starts swooping towards you.
And then I bravely run away.
Bravely ran away. Brave Sir Dorian.
Anastas
Who keeps
is
singing
going
that?
to just whip around the corner here, kind of usher to the other two to follow, and then I don't think I can ready an action because I move. That has to be like your whole thing, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move here, just ready to go next turn for when it turns the corner.
Excellent. Okay. And Alexander.
I think for me, I am going to just follow, and try to, get as far as ahead as I can. Oops. Where's the gun? I guess that puts me about there-ish. Yeah, right there.
Yep. If you are doing nothing but movement, you can move 12.
Probably makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, so... is there a way to mark it while I'm doing that?
Just press square, or the space.
Space bar. And then
Oh,
you
while I'm
move
doing that?
there.
While you're doing that, press space, and it will bring you there.
That's what you meant by pressing space. Aha.
Shit,
Ah, that's so cool. Okay, and then... Ooh, let me double check before I go anywhere. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, no? I fucked up already?
No, it's me. It's completely me.
It's all your fault.
Having just moved my desk, I don't have my dice. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay,
That's
and
fine.
I moved there to
You
get
go
a
to Bevy.
scout
I'll be back.
on all that stuff. That is good.
Actually, my turn is next time. We'll go get a bevy.
Patrick is gone now. I take it. I was gonna say I try to hide as well, but you know.
I mean, he
Back
is in
with
his
those
game room.
No one cares.
He's got to have some dice down there.
Yeah, right? You would think you'd have
wait,
dice.
guys, DM's asleep. Yell whatever you want into the recording.
Poop.
Whoa.
Just bringing out the big guns right away.
What do you
I
want
would like
from
to
me?
take this moment to let everyone know that honeybees are not and have never been endemic to North America and do not need protecting.
Drop
That's
that bomb.
savage, dude, because I want to keep bees. I just
Fuck
like
bees.
bees. I don't know what you got against bees, Talon. Jesus. Hey, Patrick,
Hey, what?
were you recording that whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Why?
Just let him stew on it. Let him.
You'll just have to
You'll
re-listen.
just have to wait.
It's totally worth your time.
Can I hide too, by the way?
So if you're going to use your action to hide, you move twice.
Oh, then I'll move twice then. It'll be fine.
Okay. And okay. Alexander, as you get up around the corner, buffeting debris and rocks like tumble off. This ruin is like crumbling. So like as something hits a large pillar next to you and big bits of debris like fall off right next to you, I need you to make a quick check.
Quick check. The regular, I assume.
Correct.
Boom. Well, barely, but boom.
A large rock lands directly where your head had been, and you narrowly avoid damage. Literally, by the hair on your skinny, it's chinny chin chin, do you escape. Okay, next, we have the creature. Okay, so, Raleigh is the only target left.
I'm visible.
It swoops down to Raleigh, and it like grabs you in its like clawed arms and like lets out a low shockwave with it like from its head, and it is staring straight into you. I need you to make a defense check. It's going to be at -5.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll do that for you.
Would you please?
-5?
-5.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a guess and say I succeed. Ah!
So you are able to like describe how you like get this thing off of you.
Okay. Well, yeah. So it's like swoops down and like grabs onto him, and the thing that Raleigh has never done in this campaign up until this point is fight hand to hand, and he's actually really good at it.
Yeah.
So he just like sees this thing coming, moves his rifle to block, and then just kind of like punches the thing, like, you know, throws it off of the, like he's like gutter fighting at its finest. Like,
Sure.
All right. So you throw this thing off, and it like beats its wings quick, and then swoops away up here on top of that wall over there. It did pass its quick check, so because it has the acrobatics ability, it can roll against quick in order to evade those free attacks when moving out of combat. Alexander, perhaps this is a relevant piece of information for you to have had this whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Anyways, who is next? Raleigh.
that was fucking savage. That was unnecessary.
I literally like when we didn't play last time, I like was like, oh, I'm gonna like look through everyone's abilities and things to just like make sure I'm up on the rules, and I went through Alexander's. So I was just like, that was gonna be so useful last game, and we did not. But oh well.
Well, he ended up dodging all of it anyway.
He did.
Basically, like, Raleigh's like after that is like moving twice, like rifle level, like up to here to like be able to peek around that corner. Basically. Got it.
Okay, so at the beginning of the round, the creature now up on one of these large walls extends its head up into the air and lets out the loudest reverberation that you have heard from it yet. And there is quiet for a moment. And then answering calls, 1, 2, 3 of them come from different sections of the ruins. Raleigh, around the corner right in front of you, you hear one of these.
Oh, Jesus.
And we're back at the top. Do you guys need a minute to discuss?
Well,
I think I'm going to try to close off. Is there a roof over our head?
There's not. No, you are open air right now.
This is all open air.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out like around here for that thing to come swooping around the corner, I think. So I'm going to lead the end, is what I guess is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's up on the wall, and then I'm gonna move up to join these guys, probably right in here next to Raleigh.
I'll probably stealth and scout ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Dorian, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot at the one that just let out the initial screech.
Yep.
And try to shut it up.
Yep.
You said it's -3?
That is correct.
Ooh, no good that time.
Yep. So actually, as you are lining up your shot, more debris falls from above onto you. I need you to make a quick check. Now, Dorian, you are specifically slow.
Oh, did you need me to not? Did you need me to not move before I did that?
Nope, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So you specifically are slow.
Yes.
So precision counts. Okay. I am seeing a rule that I've never seen before. I think that everyone's movement is actually 10 meters per turn, not 6, because the slow penalty makes it 7 meters per turn. So we're gonna switch to 10 going forward, and then Dorian is going to be 7.
Okay.
Yes.
I have moved 4. And I have a -3 quick penalty, which brought my quick from 8 to 5, I think.
Yes.
Or is it 5 to 2?
I think it is specifically when, that's not all the time. I think that's specifically when you're doing, in connection to the rule, flight and hunt. So if we were doing a chase.
Oh, gotcha. So you just need me to make a quick roll?
Make a regular quick roll. But yes, that is going to be 2 when you're in a chase, so that really blows.
No modifiers?
No modifiers.
Oh my god!
Did you make it?
Still good.
Okay,
yes. And
awesome.
I've got 3
you're
meters
lining
left.
up your shot, and you look up, you see this rock falling, you jump backwards, you are not able to make the shot, but you then run, and that's your miss.
I'm just gonna squeak up here a little bit more. That's it.
Okay, sounds good. Next we have Anastas.
That was 3. We hear another one up there.
Correct.
I'm just gonna move like here, and then I'll be my turn.
Okay. So if you're not going to make an action, you can do 2 movements of 10.
I know, but I kind of want to stay behind everyone. I think is
got it.
The move.
Okay. Sounds good. Alexander.
I will start stealthing and move forward.
Okay.
Do you want me to pass a discreet, or?
I do want you to pass a discreet check, and that's going to be modified by +1.
+1. Bing, bang, boom.
Okay.
Bing, bang, boom.
And then
you
so 10.
slink around the corner. Yep.
All right. Ooh. Let's go. Oh god. Oh, because of the wall. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, let's see here. I'll just move a meter here first. Then try to get around there. Aha! Hello there.
Hello there.
So, though you did pass your discreet check, you are now in full view of this thing. So it does turn its head towards you.
You.
Anything else? That was your 10 movement, correct? So you do get... Oh, and you use your action to move quietly. Okay. All right. So next is the creatures. All right. This one, I don't think has enough to get... Ooh, that's not what I need it to be. Can it get here? It cannot get to Anasta. So it is going to fly over onto this here wall right there. And then this one, I think, also is too far to... It is not. Okay. It is going to swoop straight into Alexander. Alexander, make your defense check. This is at 5. -5.
Protection 6.
So you fail, but it and you protect against 6, so you're not going to take any damage, but it does grab you and lets out this low reverberation. You can feel it in your chest and in your head, and it is disorienting. You're looking around. You can feel your bones shaking inside your body, and at the moment, I think are unable to move, but I'm gonna double check that. Chart. Oh, okay. You get to make a resolute check. No modifiers.
You get to.
You get to. You are allowed to. I bequeath this to you.
Dude.
You are able to break through this reverberation, that is pinning you down, and break out of the grip of this creature, and are protected, at least for now, from the damage. Okay, that one flew. This one is going to have to take some time to get to where it needs to be. 5, and then 5, and then 5, and then 5. Okay, so one of them appears on the wall directly behind you, Alexander. And I think that's it for me. Okay, Raleigh, your turn.
Okay. So I don't think I can quite get there for... Well, I might be able to. I'm basically going to duck around this corner. Oh, I have to... can I get here, or do you think I'd have to take a little bit of that to go around the wall?
You have 10 meters of movement.
You have 10 meters of movement.
Oh, I can easily... Okay, I can easily... So I'm just going to put myself there, if you don't mind, because this wall is really harsh in my mellow. Select tokens. Oh, wait, what? How? I have everything selected somehow?
What?
I have everybody's tokens selected
So,
somehow.
click escape.
Didn't do anything.
Click somebody else, like click out of it.
No, I keep it.
You can't
I have control over Raleigh for some reason.
What is going on?
I don't know.
There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I got you, buddy.
So actually, Patrick, if I could, I would actually like to make a tackle against the thing that is currently attached to Alexander.
Okay.
Because that's just a move and an attack, and then I can tackle to try to knock it over, right? Okay. Let's do that. Oh, I just need my fists. Shoot. I actually don't have that as a weapon right now. How would we do that?
I'm looking at tackle right now if you want me to read through it.
If you just want to like make the relevant check for right now,
sure.
I will.
So accurately.
Yeah.
Okay. Accurate. I got him.
Yes, you did. Even with the minus whatever. Okay, so Peach, you've got tackle.
Yes.
Hold up.
So
okay.
Tackle is you attack hoping to knock down the target. Strong versus strong check. The risk is that you also topple over. Whether you make a successful tackle or not. A past quick test lets you remain standing. The tackle counts as your combat action, and if you are robust, you add +2 to the strong test per level acquired in the trade.
If I had known that it was a strong versus strong, I wouldn't have done that. I just would have walked up to it and done an attack.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
So yeah,
instead,
so you're hitting it with the.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him. But I need my fists as a weapon. Oh, but I hit it. Okay, no, I hit him with my fists. Here,
yeah, you did hit it.
And my fists are a D6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took natural warrior. A 1. Yeah.
You should now have unarmed combat. Do you see it?
I do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
do
you
one.
punch this thing in the face for a great and terrible 1 damage. You hit it, and your hand impacts against that stone skin, and like you can feel like a crunch when it happens, and your fist like is ringing with pain, and it just like turns to you.
Never hit a man with a closed fist.
Okay, now top of the round, 1 minute.
I think I'm gonna keep up the rear. Peach, if you want to shoot this thing one more time, I'm just gonna hop around the corner and hope to kite it towards me.
Remember, you guys, that we can delay our turns too. So, like, if you would rather be going towards the end, Anastas, since you wanted to hold up the back, that is a possibility.
Oh, that's true. So I might delay until the end. I might delay until after the monsters go. So before
Because
Raleigh.
then remember, in this game, if you delay, you still go back to your normal place.
Yep, on the next one.
Raleigh, after you hit this thing, and your hand starts ringing, a great column next to you falls down. This is huge. Everyone within 5 feet is going to make a quick check.
Oh God.
Of Raleigh.
It's Raleigh. I'm thinking Raleigh Alexander and this creature right in front of it.
Okay.
Well, what happened to the map? I'm getting like a...
I failed by 1.
But wait, what's my deal with my quick again?
What do you mean? What's your deal with your quick?
I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Do I get any negatives or positives?
You do
Probably
not.
negative, right? Okay. Oh, cool.
I failed by
Yay.
1.
Oh, bro.
Raleigh, you take 3 damage as this thing hits you in the back, throwing you forward. However, the creature that you were fighting is caught completely unawares and is crushed beneath the weight of this column
I'll take that.
and is
So-
destroyed.
I have to tell you guys something, and that thing is that I have 3 hit points.
Left?
Wait, do I get any soak from my armor or not?
Yes, you can get soaked from your armor.
Sweet. Okay, that is good information to have. So I'm just gonna roll like this. So I got Prot 2, so I took 1. Awesome.
Okay.
Still at 5.
Dorian, we're at your turn. Peach, you were saying you're having some viewing issues?
Yeah, for some reason my map is just like a black blizzard with leaves falling.
That
Like there's just a bunch of animations going on.
Do you
my
get the purple
screen.
circles? Because I get those too.
I
you
think
guys
I wasn't-
can't see anything but the purple circles.
I can see all the things, everything. I just can't see the map itself. I can see people.
Yeah.
I can see enemies.
Yeah, same here. That's what I'm.
Purple
and, like, a
circles
bunch
and
of
leaves. Yeah, which I think the purple circles are leaves.
I
I wasn't
can
sure if
see-
that was intentional, being like
There
that's
we go.
better.
That's better.
Yeah.
I turned off the leaves. I apologize.
It's okay.
No, I wasn't sure if that was like a special effect because of the, insanity
thought they
that's
were
going
cool.
on.
I did have so I added a special effect for like the debris that's flying around, which was the leaves. But apparently that's causing some problems. So we're just gonna get rid of it. It is not necessary.
Looks cool on my screen.
Well, sorry.
I'll be sorely.
Sorry.
I mean, I can deal with it. I just thought I'd bring it up in case it,
You're fine. I'm just.
was important.
It's
All right,
fine.
I'm gonna shoot this frickin' asshole that I've been firing at this whole time,
Okay.
trying to keep him off of us and back.
Okay.
It's 3. Oh, what the?
Ooh, sweet hit.
There we go.
Yes.
5 damage.
Solid hit. Okay. Oh yeah. How do you want to do this?
Seeing Anastas kind of hesitant to move forward, I'll just be like, "Come on, just get up there. I've got this." And then aim up and poof, right between the eyes, and it just screeches and comes plummeting off the wall.
Anastas nods in approval.
And then I'm gonna start moving up as well.
Awesome.
It's far as I can because every little bit counts. Oh, there it is. Oh no! I can't do it because it's within the wall. Alright, I'm gonna go... Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna go one...
I can put an arrow where it is for you.
There. And then... 6 this way.
Oh, okay. So that you guys know, if you are in the measurement and you click Control, then or hold Control, you can then drop a point and like make a more complicated thing. Yeah.
All right, good to know. But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Awesome.
Boom. I go here. How far up is that fucking thing?
Yeah, this thing is like a 15-foot wall.
15 feet. So probably even too high for me to like
for
reach
Anastas. Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm here.
Okay.
So maybe I'll stay a little bit. I'll move just slightly, not from underneath it.
Alexander.
Heads up, the purple circles are back, but I would like to stealth again.
The purple circles are like moving around?
Yeah.
Is that all you can see?
Again, I can
it's
see
the other effect that you have going on.
I didn't know I had another effect going on.
Yeah, there's like
but is that all you can see though?
Yeah, now it's better again.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Okay. I'm gonna try to be wait, there's a guy right there in there. Can you see me? This guy right here?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Then never mind. I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I'm gonna just...
These stairs go down. Ooh, there's stairs.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Another guy, though. I'm gonna try to make it to... the 11 there. Okay. And... let me... 3... duck back in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of thinking maybe duck into here.
I like that. Yeah.
And I can... would I be able to stealth now, potentially, or no?
How far have you moved?
I've moved 10.
Then yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna give it a shot. Discreetly. Wow. First really bad time.
And hit your face on the rock wall. You're just like, oh!
You just can't help but scream out in frustration because you just can't find a good spot to hide.
It's even worse than that. You crouch around the corner. You are in a perfect spot, and as you look down the hallway, another one of them is like lurking around the corner and makes eye contact with you.
Well, at least I found him.
Wunderbar.
Okay. Next, I think is the baddies.
Yes.
But I foolishly killed the one that I was using.
Dude, you're like 10 for 10 on that. It's like every time you just
every
randomly
single time.
Yeah.
Fucking every time. All right. Okay, so this one is going to rush towards Alexander. I don't think it can definitely get there. So it lurches towards you. Make a defense check. Again, this is at -5. Anastas, same for you. And Dorian, same for you.
Should have just enraged after doing the same shit. Oh no, that
should have paid the fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You need me to what?
Make a defense check -5 for all of you.
I did not.
All right, Anastas, make a resolute check. Dorian, describe how you get this thing off of you.
So as it swoops down, I just look at all of its different joints and how its crazy wings are flapping, and just grab one of my bolts and kind of like poke and prod with my cane to keep it like flapping awkwardly, and it can't land to get a good hold of me.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'm just keeping it at
love
bay.
Yep, perfect. Anastas. Oh, okay. Anastas fails the resolute check.
Yes.
Anastas, this thing grabs you. It is vibrating. Your bones and everything are vibrating apart, and you take 2 damage, ignoring armor, as you start breaking apart from the inside.
Rough.
Alexander, what was your defense? Your defense was perfect. Nope, it was too long ago. Alexander, I need a defense check from you.
I did it. That was
This is
the 8.
4 minutes ago.
No, 3 minutes ago.
3 minutes. Wait, not even a minute. The last one I've got. Now 2 minutes.
The last
Yeah.
one that I
was
have
an
from you
8.
is 4 minutes
Success.
ago.
Yeah,
What
but
was
that's
it?
the
Success.
one. That
That's
was
the
an
one.
8.
It was an 8. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
he
shouldn't be
succeeded.
4 minutes. It was 2 minutes, but yeah.
All right. Sounds
It
good.
just says
Perfect.
4 minutes.
That's, yeah, silly. All right. Sounds good. And they all... oh, no, the one... Okay. But the one has a Nastas, like, in its fucking grip. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to stay there. All right. Next. Raleigh.
Yeah, well, seeing his other good buddy is now also being grappled by a monkey, he's gonna run over here and punch it in the face. Why does my character sheet? I think it's actually really weird. Okay. Alright, punch him. Pounce. I do
Much
4 damage
better.
that time. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, just run up and just kind of like fake it out and then just like haymaker.
Awesome. All right. And that's the top of the round. You guys need to discuss?
I got to deal with the guy in front of me, but otherwise...
I'm fighting this here thing.
Okay. Dorian.
All right. I know there's probably some kind of penalty for shooting at close range, but can I still do it in this game?
I'm going to give you, for lack of knowing what actually happens, give you disadvantage on the attack.
Okay. So roll twice and take the lowest.
There's a disfavor button that you can just press.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Got it anyways.
Okay, excellent.
Ooh.
For 10 damage!
Damn.
10 damage!
What does this look like, my friend?
Alright, so as I'm kind of prodding and keeping it back with the cane, like, I need some help here. Raleigh just comes in, clubs it in the side of the head. I'm able to drop the cane, grab my crossbow, shove it under its chin, and just pull the trigger.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Raleigh this time just also nods approvingly, echoing Anastas.
Eyes wide, hair extremely disheveled, just... We need to get to the academy.
Anastas.
Oh,
Anastas,
we
you
do.
are locked in the grip of this vibrating this resonance in you. It is making it difficult to move. I need you, I believe, to make another resolute check, but I am double checking that ruling right now. Yes, you can repeat your resolute check.
Success.
Okay,
Just barely.
so you are able to push this thing off and into the wall and act freely.
I can attack.
You can attack if you would like.
Did it move away? Do I have to move to get it, or?
No. Yeah, you just kind of like threw it off you enough to get your weapon up.
Boom. Swing it off him. The bones like snap together. The armor interlocks yet again, and I swing. What's the modifier?
5. Nope. 3.
Minus.
-3. Yep.
Fail. So after it successfully defends the attack, I am able to put my hands on it. Strong versus strong.
Okay. -1.
Ooh, damn. Nothing happens. We just embroiled in aerial combat.
Excellent. All right, Alexander.
I'm gonna start stabbing this guy in front of me.
Yeah.
I assume I don't have advantage on this. Any modifiers?
If you're making an attack, it's -3.
All right. Yep, looks right. All right.
Excellent.
And second one.
Mm-hmm.
Blam. That one not as good.
Okay. All right, so your first knife strikes true. As I said, it's difficult to pierce the flesh, but you do manage it. And the creature lets out a low groan. Black, it's like a black ichor is dripping from the wound. It grabs your hand on the second attack and pushes you up against the wall. Okay. So that's marked. Anything else on your turn?
I don't think there's really anything else I can do. Yeah, I mean, he's still right up on me. Not much I can do.
Now, you can roll against quick to avoid free attacks from enemies in melee combat, which would allow you to have a movement action.
Ooh.
As you are a novice acrobat.
Fuck it. Let's give it a shot. Should the test failed, must either remain in original place or move away and suffer free attack. Yeah, we're probably just gonna try to move, or we probably stay. Any modifiers?
Nope, it's just roll against quick.
Nah, I'm just gonna stay put then.
You're gonna stay put, yeah. So you're attempting to get around
locked,
it,
yeah.
but it's got you pushed into a corner now, and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It responds by making another attack against you. Anastas, you are taking an attack as well. And these are at
-5 still, right?
Yep.
Man, armor upgrade. Not in defense and not making my quick suck.
So Alexander, I see you succeed there.
User.
I crit failed.
Okay, so let's roll to confirm the crit.
Probably gonna confirm, but why? There we go. Yeah.
Confirmed crit.
Oh God.
Okay, so Anastas, 7 damage as this thing pummels you with its waves of that disrupting energy. I'm also going to have you make another resolute check.
And they ignore.
The first one does not ignore armor. If you fail the resolute check, that one ignores armor.
Oh, okay. So the first protection, I got protection 3
So
from the crit fail. Take 4.
Yep, so you take 4, correct.
I am not doing well, guys. I'm at 3. Okay, I might have to enrage and take more hits just for more soak. But it doesn't matter because the next, and then I make a resolute check.
Resolute check, yep. Modified by nothing.
Fail.
So this thing has you locked again. You take an additional 2 damage, ignoring armor, as it presses you down into the earth, ripping you apart from the inside.
Oh no.
All right, and that brings us to Raleigh.
Oh frick. Seeing the rough shape that Anastas is in, I think I have to go over here.
Yeah.
And just like see this, like Raleigh's just been like running between people, punching these things in the face, and he doesn't have a reason to stop now, so he's gonna keep
I have failed 5 rolls in a row.
Yikes.
6 damage.
It's
This thing
clobbering
is so
time.
concentrated on just like beating the snot out of Anastas that by the time Raleigh is there and just like
Blindsided.
Oh yeah, just like out of nowhere.
Blindsided. Excellent. Okay, and we're back at the top. Take your minute.
When did our sniper become a monk?
Right.
The sniper has been a monk this whole time. I've just never had to use it.
We might have to run away from these things. I know you guys are handling them pretty well, but I'm literally at 1 health.
Yeah, we need you to not be dead. I'm gonna keep slashing the guy in front of me.
I mean, we might as well try to kill these ones, right?
I have a healing item for 1d4. But actually, we have the tar
we
that
have
Dorian
to go
was
there.
going to use to save his father.
That is true.
But yeah, you are. Well, we gave. No, I think we gave that to the guy going to administrate it to him.
That
We
might,
did.
yeah, we do
Yeah,
not
we
have
did.
it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did.
Okay. I'm gonna be doing a lot of running.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of monk-ness. But I am also not a. I'm
gonna do a mix of shooting and running. I'm gonna try and shoot the thing that's on Anastas, and then I'm gonna keep running. Because I need to keep moving, especially with me being slower.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Dorian, it's
If
your
you
turn.
fail, you'll shoot me and kill me.
Is that a thing in Symbaroum?
Yeah,
If I miss, would it hit
Yeah.
Anastas?
Yes.
I'm not gonna weigh into this. I'm gonna go grab a beverage real fast.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll do a shot, but I'm gonna careful aim it, so I'm not moving. But I roll twice and take the higher of the two. It's basically giving advantage by giving up a movement.
Okay.
Is that favor, or do I just roll twice?
Favor is rolling twice.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, 17 and a 15.
Wow.
What is your damage?
I don't know. It didn't show up from the attack. It's a 1d10.
Anastas, you are saved by the falling of rubble as this thing like spins you around to kind of get away, to put you between itself and Raleigh. It knocks against the wall, rubble falls, and that jarring causes the Dorian's bolt to miss you by a hair.
Oh god.
Yeah. Next time, Peach, don't shoot into that.
Not when Anastas has the but
1
one
HP.
HP.
Yeah.
It's but a single hit point.
Anastas,
Yeah,
make your resolute check.
Thank you. Don't ever do that again.
I had advantage.
Yeah, I was mad
The odds
about
were.
that.
That was the advantage.
I'm
Was,
not so too keen on what you just did there. So thank you, Pat.
sorry.
It's okay.
We're all
I
still
just can't
holding
believe we
the
had
tail.
that discussion and your decision was I'm still gonna shoot.
It was a dumb move. I'm sorry.
That's
It's
okay.
your turn.
As long as we
I
all
succeed.
recognize.
Just barely.
Okay.
I
So you
promise to-
break free of the creature's debilitating grasp, and
And hit it.
okay.
-1,
3.
-3.
Do you want to use
Yeah.
your movement action to flank it?
I do. That. Thank you. I was gonna do that, but I forgot in my
Yep.
fury. What is that? +2.
That you can click the advantage button when making your attack.
Oh. Well, I failed the first hit. Because it's +2, right?
+2 for making these, so you do succeed on that, actually.
I do succeed.
Yes, and you deal an extra 1d4 damage.
1d10, keep the highest. What's the highest?
7.
Plus.
All right, let's
11.
get some Anastas hyperviolence. What happens?
Yeah,
to this
Anastas like shakes off,
Some Anastas.
flicks its bones together, and it's like still in its face. Anastas reaches its hand into like onto its like stony head and bites from the chin down, like ripping it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do there. And then we move our full 10. Oh no, I use my movement to flank. So I stay here.
Okay, sounds good. Next we have Alexander. Alexander, you are still trying to get around this thing.
Keep stabbing that motherfucker.
Keep on stabbing. All right,
What was it
-3.
again? -3? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Keep on stabbing. Ugh. Oh. Alright, how do I roll to confirm or no?
Just roll another attack.
Okay. Regular with the -3.
With the -3.
Okay.
You do not confirm the failure.
Okay.
Okay.
So but can I still do my other attack?
Yes, you can still do your other attack. Of course.
Get fucked, motherfucker. Yeah. There we go. How about I
Confirm your
critical?
crit. Confirm your crit.
What the fuck? Alright. Just gonna hopefully.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
That's a crit.
So you get
That's
additional
a crit.
d6 damage.
Critical.
Alright. Throw that
I
on.
already rolled another d6 damage,
Did it?
right?
Oh, well.
Yes, it
did. It did. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll add that. That's fine. That's fine.
That? Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
So describe how your initial blunder leads into a critical success, allowing you to kill this thing in one hit.
I'm imagining a very it almost looks like I'm randomly stabbing at it, and again it grabs my hand. And I imagine it kind of grins at me, but then I have an omae wa mo shinderu moment, and I've stabbed into its into one of its vital organs with my other blade when it wasn't even looking. Blood spewing or whatever, ichor spewing from the open wound as it grows limp in my hands.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. Having cleared the board of enemies for now, you're able to make your way through the ruins outside the university. The black maelstrom above you still expanding and still blowing hard. You do not need to move the rest of the way through. You are able to get through the ruins, and you have reached the university. As I said before, you see no sign of life. Some bodies litter the floor, having been crushed by rocks and rubble. Others electrocuted by the arcing energy that goes through that emanates from this maelstrom. Where would you like to go?
So are we supposed to be on a map right now?
You do not need to move yourself on the map. No. In fact, I'm going to move us back to the Arkaedyva manual.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, so the engineer, he said that he needed Lumidium crystals in order to get this thing going, right?
He did
To
say
fix his
that,
machine.
Yeah. Yes.
Then we need to find the Lumidium crystal mines and bring it back to him and hope that this tear hasn't already destroyed that machine.
I'd like nothing more.
Anastas is struggling to hold their bones together. Steadfast resolve and following Dorian is in shambles.
1 second, I might be able.
Did
to
you keep
help
none
with
of that sap for yourself, Anastas?
We left it for the infected, Dorian.
I mean, based on the fact that we literally had a big fight about this,
Would the Twilight Tincture help you at all, Anastas?
I do not see how. However, we just must know I will be of limited use. I have a bit of sap to be revived, but that is all. Should I fall, light my sensor, and I will arise once more, but only once.
Okay. So where would you guys like to go? Like you right now, I imagine that you're standing at what used to be that entryway.
Yeah,
to the
wherever.
university.
Oh, dude, do we want to? The headmaster has to be somewhere. However, I think it's also pertinent that we get into these ruins. So, Dorian, where are the ruins? For how do we acquire the Lumidium, Dorian?
That would be
Dorian,
down in
you
the
know,
ruins.
do you know how to
Right
get down
over
to the
here.
ruins? Do you know how to get there?
I would imagine that Dorian does.
Dorian does, but you, Peach, do not remember?
No.
Okay. So the entrance to the ruins beneath the university is through the library. The library is this like long inverted tower that extends deep within the earth, and it sort of spirals down this long ramp with like jutting offshoots in every direction, and at a certain point the staircase has like broken, but a lift has been constructed, and so to get down in the ruins you need to get to the university, into the library, get onto the lift, and then you can descend down into the ruins far below.
I do remember that scene.
That scene, incidentally, I read out of hand to like Peach said he was going somewhere, and I read the library scene, and we didn't actually go there. So, yeah, there's that bit of fact, bit of lore for the campaign.
Because he was going to talk to the professor, and you thought that he was.
I thought.
That's the one.
Yeah, I went to the library to ask for directions to the professor.
Yes, you did. You spoke to the librarian.
That's how
yes,
I
I
spun
recall. Yep.
After you gave this grand introduction, I'm like, Dorian's here now, so.
This is where I expected to be, but I'm not upset about it.
Worked out.
So you head to the Grand Library?
Yes.
Okay. The great doors to the library have been shut. The maelstrom is spinning above you, but the library seems to be mostly intact. And from here you can see that the stone, the foundation of this part of the university is much older and seems to have weathered the storm much better than the newer constructed sections of the university. There are no windows, and the great gate is closed. When you go to grab the handle, it does not budge against you.
Does it seem to be like mechanically or some kind of
I mean, it's not magic.
Fair enough. We need the key. We need to speak with the headmaster or the custodian.
I mean, the headmaster
if that's
did
a thing.
know we were gonna come here eventually.
He did.
The headmaster was a powerful man. I doubt he is in his office.
He might be. Doesn't hurt to check.
And even if he isn't, perhaps the keys to the Great Library still are. That, or someone has locked themselves within the Great Library.
You do not see a lock.
Hmm.
Huh.
Can I try to yank on it pretty hard?
Sure, make a strength check. Is anyone particularly vigilant?
Oh, no.
We've
I think
had this
almost,
conversation
yeah.
many times.
10 is our
I
highest.
think 10 is the highest.
Very
Anastas, weakened from your back-to-back battles, you attempt to exert your strength on the door, and you need to take a moment to collect yourself. Even just holding yourself together at this point is a challenge. You do not believe that you will be able to break through this door, at least not in the condition that you're in right now.
Is it held shut by some other sort of mechanism that's...
It would seem to be that it must be barred on the other side, or that there's a lock on the other side, or something like that.
Oh, someone has locked it from the inside, so...
Yes, like it's been, like, yeah, it
Been
must have been
barred,
barred or
essentially,
something
yeah.
like that.
Is
Yeah.
there another way?
That's what I was gonna say. Could just try knocking.
So you shout through the door. Again, it is very loud out here. So you're like shouting and pounding on the door, trying to get someone's attention. And you hear very faintly from the other side of the door. Somebody who is listening, make a vigilant check.
I've rolled 7 fails today.
Anastas, you can very plainly recognize the voice of someone on the other side of the door, but you cannot make out what they are saying.
There's someone in there.
Perhaps we'll have a means of breaking the whatever.
Can you open the door for us, please?
The voice responds, muffled, against the wind. It's so difficult to hear.
I think maybe we should go talk to the headmaster.
Let's go look for the headmaster.
Right. That we can start with his office. If he isn't there, perhaps
We
there's some
should not
sort of...
split the party today.
No, definitely not.
We all go to the headmaster's office.
Yep.
Heading up to the headmaster's office, huge sections of the university have fallen off and cracked through. In fact, as you get up the staircase, the long corridor on the left that leads towards the headmaster's office, like there's a crack in the earth. The building has pulled itself apart, and there is a huge gap 10 feet across that you would need to leap or find some other means of getting across even to get there.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just not our day.
I have nothing that could help with this. I mean,
We gotta
is there
get-
like
How far is it again?
is
10
there
feet.
is there a long rug?
2 meters.
Is there? Is there-
Sorry, 3 meters.
3 meters. Is there anything that I could acrobatics my way across?
Alexander, you're looking at that. You could make that jump,
Think I can make that jump?
but you look over at Dorian with his bum
He
leg
can't
and his
make that
cane.
jump.
Anastas is holding themselves like against the wall, like
Not
like
easy.
the bones are like rattling.
Is there something potentially to do a makeshift bridge either on either side?
Looking around, there are bits of broken timber and rock. Nothing looks quite long enough to get across.
Looks, it's all you. Fly, you.
All you. I think this is
There-
where we'll find those keys.
Oh, the other thing to keep in mind is if the headmaster is over there, how in the blazes are we going to get him across?
I think we can worry about that once
I
the
believe-
sky is closed.
We've seen enough of the man to believe in him.
You can do this, Alexander. You have to.
Well, what will you all be doing then? Just waiting?
Waiting for you.
Oh dear. Well,
Guys, we
Trying to
shouldn't
find-
split the party on this one. Definitely not.
Immediately.
Next
Yeah.
encounter. Alexander, you gotta
was
go.
just
This
about
is
to
all
say.
you. We'll be here.
this is what I don't love. I can always jump back, I hope. Either that or is
Sure,
there a
hope so.
potential other way that we could have gotten into the other room? Something I could crawl through and maybe open it up on the other side?
What if we tied a rope to a crossbow bolt?
Do you have a rope?
No.
Also, come on, I'm not actually. No, that was a joke.
Never.
Are there any ropes laying around in the academy?
It was a joke.
Alexander, you can do it.
Alexander, if you want
Oh.
to jump this gap, I need you to make a quick check, but because you've got acrobatics, I'm going to give you a favor on it. Okay, yeah. You easily leap over the gap, landing on the other side with only a small stumble, and you are in the in the corridor leading to the headmaster's office. Have you? Yes, you have been in the headmaster's office. Everyone was at the very beginning. Okay, so you find your way there, and the door is hanging on its hinges. In fact, the whole ceiling of this room has been ripped off. There are books and scrolls lying all over the floor. That tapestry that had been hanging that had the anatomy of the Hadra is ripped and torn, and the desk has been moved from where it was. Some of the shelves have fallen, the drawers have fallen off. Crucially, one of them has stayed fast and is closed. You do not see anyone here.
Quick question. Anything
Yes.
of value?
Yeah, give me a vigilant check.
Listen, been a little while since I did a little
You
Steven.
dirty
True.
son of a bitch.
It's been a second.
I've been a good boy. I've been a very good boy.
He's playing his thief character. All right.
Okay. I am going to reward you for this. I want to get creative here, though. So give me just a second.
Dude, is that a rope?
Great.
So creative.
Christ.
Okay.
That was pretty good, Peach. It's very valuable right now, clearly.
It is something we are in dire need of. Clearly.
Okay. All right. Let's make this interesting. This isn't what I want.
Didn't he say there's no keyhole on this library door
There's
anyways?
no key.
Why
It's
did we
far
send
from-
him over to look for keys?
I sent him over there to look for
Look
the
for the
headmaster.
Headmaster
Oh,
mostly,
okay.
but it does also seem like there is something of import in here besides what I'm.
I did say
Scoundrel.
in my haze. I did say it looks
Yeah.
like it's time for me to go find those keys.
Okay,
But that was
so-
because I'm an
Okay.
idiot.
Rooting
Gotcha.
through the things on the desk, you find a key sitting like in the top drawer. It was sort of like under like sort of behind. You had to like reach in and up, but you do find just a small iron key. Additionally, you find about 10 silver worth of coins and things in the back there, quills, a rosewood puzzle box engraved with a labyrinth, a ivory comb which seems to be engraved with arcane runes. You're not quite sure, and a bottle of very nice liquor.
They
Ooh,
carved
well.
from illegal whalebone.
The 10 Thaler, Thaler? Was it?
It's not Thaler, it's the one south of that.
Shilling?
Shilling, 10 shillings.
Okay. Then I will take a tenner of that. The ivory comb sounds fun, and so does the liquor. So I'm
Excellent.
going to abscond with both of those. So
Okay.
a rune encrusted ivory comb.
Rune engraved ivory comb.
Engraved.
Encrusted, like there's like it's like weird, like
But
Very,
you left the puzzle box.
very. I'll get the puzzle box too. Nice.
It's,
Cool.
but what if it
You
has
do
the secret
also
of the
notice, as
universe?
I said, that the bottom drawer is closed and locked.
Yes, and I will be, since I've now absconded with those things, I will take the key and I will attempt to use it on the one
Excellent.
steadfast.
Yes. The
Oh.
drawer does yield to you, and inside you find 2 vials. Your mind flashes back to those vials that you had seen in the under that one broken vial that you had seen in the sewers where the masks had been holding Horatio for that time. They are filled. There's also a syringe and a tourniquet in there. And at the very back, you find a small box with a small amount of black sap.
Ah.
Hey.
Well, okay, cool. So, anything else? No headmaster. There's no other. Do I see any exits? Do I see any potential? And no bodies, obviously. I'm guessing.
Nope,
Anything
no
that would-
bodies. Nothing of that sort. No.
Okay. Then I will grab the stuff that's in there.
Okay.
And make my way back to the group.
All right. Yes. You rush your way back, and I need you to make another quick check. Again, you have favor because of acrobatics.
Okay.
I'll even try to catch him.
I was gonna say we are all ready to try to catch him.
And now Sus, you fucking better. I have something to aid you. There we go.
Yep. Yes, you are able to leap across the chasm.
Even better this time.
Into Anastas's arms.
In which I will also place some black sap.
Okay. But, hear me out. Do we want to use this now and put me at potentially 5? Do we want to save it for a revive? And if we want to save it for a revive, do we want to give it to somebody? Do we want somebody else to have it?
What do you think is more important in Astas? Do you want to be ready to fight right away, or brought back in case you are not?
It's only good to use right now if I got a 4.
Sounds like you want to be rezzed.
What if we did?
Yeah.
Then I can
So
hang on to
keep
it
it.
for now.
And the
I have-
question is, should I give what I have to somebody else?
Or maybe you keep that one as a
Maybe
heal.
keep yours as a heal, and then I'll hang on to the other one.
Okay.
And I can be your Rezzy boy.
Rezzy boy.
We'll do that.
Well, my life is in your hands, Alexander.
Sweet words. But there was no sign of the headmaster in there. Nothing else really of note. Maybe something to celebrate afterwards if we survive.
And does anyone want to Hulk out into an abomination?
Not today.
I think we'll throw the aim off.
Okay, so we make it back to on the library is close to R&D.
Not in my brain.
Not in mine either.
What
In my
was it
brain, it
close?
was like
Was it
the
across?
opposite wing, in fact.
Oh, it was across from. It was nearby the fucking portal.
The R&D is by the portal.
Is by the portal, yes.
The
'Cause that was the
library,
physics lab.
I was
The
envisioning,
library is the entrance to the ruins.
which is sort of
Gotta-
like that was the
Guys, I don't think it hurts to go toward the portal. I think if some
I think if we can't get into the library to go down to the ruins to
yeah.
find this, we need to go and talk to the engineer
need
and
to go to the
check
portal.
out the portal.
Yeah.
And
I think
hopefully see if anyone
Oh.
down there knows where the heck the headmaster is.
Raleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as you head down the staircase back into the central atrium, you hear some shouting. Your two friends from R&D come out. They have one of them has like that modified crossbow that has the like winch attached to it, and he's got one of these creatures like stuck through with a bolt and like trying to pull him in. The other one has like some sort of like modified like Lumidium axe that is sort of like crackling with energy, and he's shouting, "Bring him here! I'll get him! I'll get him!" And he swings and he like chops off this thing's leg. The arcing electricity around it doesn't seem to affect it at all, but the huge gash left from this axe, it kind of wails and falls to the ground, and he comes over and he starts swinging with the axe into it, and they turn the one with the crossbow levels the crossbow towards you, but like the line is still attached to the creature. It's just like limp. Oh, it's you. What are y'all doing here? Can't you see that there are creatures flying all around? We got a portal situation. Everybody's in the library. We gotta get you back to safety now.
We tried to get into the library.
Would you use the secret knock?
No.
Well, that's why you can't get into the ding-dang library. Let's go. We gotta get out of here.
Following you, master.
They rush over to the door to the library, and they knock on it in a pattern of like 3 knocks, a pause, and another 2 knocks, and then the door painstakingly slowly grinds open, leaving just a small gap to wedge yourselves through. Anastas, as you're trying to get through, you're getting like stuck, and there are people on the other side like trying to pull this door open to like get you through. Can you make a strength check for me real quick?
Yeah. It's gonna be a crisp 18, but get ready for it.
Crisp.
Oh no, we got it.
You push and get yourself through, and then as you do so, you see that like 2 more of these creatures are flying towards you. You grab the door and you slam it closed in their faces. You can hear one of them impacts on the door. On the other side, you pull the great bar down, it slams into place, and you turn around to see a dimly lit library behind you. There are the headmaster is there wrapped in a robe. You can see that he is injured, and the part of his robe is yet bloodstained. He looks incredibly haggard. The librarian is there, as well as a smattering of other students and faculty. The headmaster kind of pulls close, or rather comes closer. He's on the other side of the library now. So you have finally deemed to take my warnings seriously, I see.
Headmaster, we regret our delay, but we came here as soon as we could. Now, please, save pleasantries and present plans.
That is dependent on you. And he turns towards the 2 R&D grad students. Well, by the looks of things, the device is still intact. I don't know how that's possible with all the shenanigans and rubble falling, and in any case, it seems to be in working order as far as we can tell. But granted, without the Lumidium crystals, we ain't getting anywhere with that.
What happened to the engineer? The one who built the machine?
I am tending to him currently. The nurse, the Professor Waverly, approaches. He is wounded but still alive.
He will be required should we even gather the Lumidium.
I am
His
doing my best.
survival is our survival.
I understand.
Does anyone know where we can find some refined Lumidium down within the ruins?
Where does it yet remain?
There is a store. One of our faculty has been there. And he turns towards a small, spectacled, middle-aged man, balding, who has a sort of like mousy expression. He is drawn and pallid, and a very unassuming, wearing a brown suit. Yeah, that's me. Peach, you recognize this character immediately. Rather, Dorian recognizes this character immediately, and your eyes narrow with anger and disdain. This is Professor Sadius Browse, who had, in times long ago, last year, or the year before, stolen Professor Callan's, stole Professor Callan's position at this university.
You. This is the man that everything, that the very fate of Arkaedyva's. Oh, God, we are doomed.
I'm not so happy about it myself.
Just... Where can we find it?
Well, I have drawn together a map that we can take a look at. He pulls out his spectacles and presents you with a rudimentary map. The caverns underneath Arkaedyva are incredibly complex, but the map does a fairly good job of routing a path through a flooded, what is marked on the map as a flooded ruin, to some crystalline caves. Dorian, this is a section of the caverns that you've not been to before, although you had heard of from reputation, and in fact it had been avoided because there were several creatures down there that were giving students and faculty difficulty, and it was deemed not worth the effort at the time. However, obviously now times have gotten a little bit more dire.
What can anyone tell us about the creatures that are down there?
Well, when I was there last, they were frog-like in appearance, but I think that they have been suffered the effects of perhaps some mutations, and were much larger than normal
Perfect.
frogs.
That's exactly what we needed to know. Let's go.
Well, wait, no, but there's also the horrible. We're not actually sure what it is, but I will describe
we really
it in
have time for this?
excruciating detail.
He sounds kind of like Carl Sagan.
Meets Kermit the Frog.
Billions upon billions of Najib.
Billions upon billions of frogs.
We believe that the corruption has taken over that section of the caverns as well. We were just now drawing straws to determine who would meet their fateful end in service of this great university and indeed the entire world. Obviously, we will be sending Professor Sadius Browse, who knows the layout, as the guide. Is anyone else willing to volunteer?
You, with the crossbow.
Yep.
Perhaps you.
He's like cranking it back right now, like trying to wind it back up.
might not be a terrible idea to leave some people here to defend this group if something.
That is what
Right,
the
yeah, I see
gentleman
what you're
was.
saying. With based on the fact is physics professor not doing so great right now, and we're gonna need somebody who's got the know-how to figure out the machine in case he doesn't pull through. And me and my brother here, we're the only ones who've got that sort of know-how, if you know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna have to keep ourselves safe. We don't want to put ourselves in a situation where possible, you know, bing bang boom, the whole thing goes. Pff, then what?
Well,
He had a point. Well, I think it's just us then.
If you are volunteering.
As if there was any question this would happen.
Of course, we will go.
This is fortuitous, as you are the 4 individuals that I know of that are protected from the effects of corruption.
Wait, what?
3. The 3 individuals that I know of, and some other 4th guy who I don't know.
Who is very handy in a fix.
And incredibly handsome, might I add.
as I've said, awash
Vegan?
in the pilgrim's light, we follow her path. And let's grab the.
Well, wait, that's all well and good for you, actually, now that I'm thinking about this.
Wait, you're saying that you're immune to the effects of the corruption?
This is a conversation for after the songs are written of our success.
I think maybe we should talk about it right now, like, for the people who aren't, though.
As they say
Do we
in
not have time
the
for this?
Codex Imperialis, et tuit an unui.
We definitely do not have time for that.
Dorian, your ears are just great. Like, his pronunciation is just like awful, just god awful. And he's the linguistics professor, remember?
Oh, I remember. He's the worst person in the world to listen to.
Rolly, there are things that happen when one makes contact with a god.
Oh, no, I'm not worried about that. You guys are immune, that's great. But if there's corruption down there, those of us who aren't immune are gonna potentially have some issues.
You've risked death before.
That was death I could fight.
You
Fair
are
point.
welcome to leave.
Raleigh, if you would like to stay further back, that is probably the most
I won't.
reasonable. This is not.
Well,
Against your
you
character.
speak for yourself, but I'd like to stay here.
I think everyone would benefit from that. I
No,
think
he's the
Raul.
guy. We need him.
No, here's a map. I swear, this will get you right there.
Nope, I think
Dorian,
I think he definitely
What do you
needs to go
think of
with us.
this map he's drawn?
What do I think of this map? Being a cartographer booned, high cunning.
You have some questions, but honestly, okay.
It could work.
You see what he's driving at here. You think that
I'm
like
weighing-
maybe if you spend some time with him, like some real quality time, and like you could ask him some questions, like go over it and like work together a little bit. Like yeah, you could figure it out.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's possible, but
Dorian, the choice is yours.
I'm weighing the pros and cons of having to listen to him for the whole journey, but I might get him killed if I bring him with.
Hmm.
And
Only
get
upsides.
get Professor Collins' job back. No, I think we should bring him just in case I misinterpret your map.
You can see all like he is just crestfallen. Like, well, if you're sure, I will do what I need to do for my friends, my family, the people of this town.
Oh my god, I was kidding. Just hand me the map. Come on, let's take a better
Oh,
look
thank
at this.
God! Oh, it's horrible down there. You can't believe the the sheer monstrosity of the creatures, and not just the toads. There's the guardian of these vaults, and
your bravery will
Wait,
be
what? The
remembered.
guardian of these vault? What?
Excuse me, back up a minute. Guardian of the vaults, is there anything else you're hiding from?
Yeah,
This is what I was saying earlier. There's a horrible creature. It's like a bird, but a wizard from beyond. Oh, and it carries around with it baubles, and they tink and they clatter, and it murmurs in the darkness and follows you. And it's when it speaks, it screeches, and that voice it buries into your soul.
And us three will be sure to defeat it.
Be sure to bring some
It's
earplugs.
just far too horrible.
Raleigh took sanity damage from that.
So, Alexander, Dorian, are you prepared?
After the brief aside to make sure I can actually use this map.
Okay.
I'll ever be.
You are brought to the down.
Raleigh, you are staying?
No, I'm not staying. I'm coming. I already
What?
said that.
For why the change of heart?
You lot are useless without me.
All right. The grand library spirals down below you, beneath you, into unexplored sections, dusty with cobwebs and age. You are brought to a great lift, whose battle map we were not able to use in prior sessions because you avoided this section of the game. Can you see this?
That's loading.
It's loading.
That was it.
Oh, the critical 99 pause.
Actually, could we break
Oh.
for a little bit?
We are going to break right after I describe what happens here. Yeah, so you are brought to this great lift that is connected to a winch. The headmaster stands there. The graduate students are like preparing to lower you down. And the headmaster nods and just says, "Be very careful. The corruption, you are not immune from the effects of corruption. And as has been said, there are horrors down there, horrors beyond the corruption. Come back as quickly as you can. We are short on time. Isho protect you." And you are lowered with the creaking of the wheel down into blackness.
The headmaster is a follower of Isho?
He is, yes.
Yeah.
Are not all men? Are all not
I
learned
just
men?
thought, I thought that was interesting.
All
Also,
right.
he's definitely not a bad guy.
He's complicated. Okay.
He's a complicated.
He's a
man.
complicated guy, as are we all. All right. Let's take a 5-minute break. And then
Come back at 9?
we're gonna start her back up.
All right.
All right, and we are back. So before we restart, I do want to, there's a rule that we are going to be using here. So there are going to be many treasures and things to find down here. Rather than using like a full equipment like load and like weight and like, I'm not doing any of that. But what I am saying is that each of you can pick up 3 things. You have room in your pack to pick up 3 of whatever you want to pick up. However, you need 5 Lumidium crystals. So each of you will probably need to have 1, and then somebody else would have to have 2. So that leaves you with 7 other things that you can pick up. If you find like gold, about like 1 pouch of gold, and it's just going to be be like, I'm gonna roll randomly later for like what that is, but for right now to keep things moving, it's just like, yeah, I grabbed a pouch of gold.
That's one of your things.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a whole bunch of stuff to find in here. So let's get to it. Let me find where we are in the book. And it's going to be farther this way. It widens the crystal cavern. It's okay. Let's get our music going here. Okay. You drop down into darkness. The only sound is the creaking of the winch lowering you. And as you go farther down, you open up into a larger room, and the lift stops at the bottom. The floor here is covered in about 1.5 feet of water. Next to next to where the lift drops down, a boat, a dinky rowboat that has seen better days, bumps gently against the wall. The walls are stone, and some of it carved and some of it unhewn. And several passageways exit this room, winding down further into darkness. What would you guys like to do?
Well,
I will consult the map, looking for Lumidium.
So the map on the map, the storeroom has been marked with a route. That route goes through what is marked on the map as flooded ruins, and is off sort of to your right. It's difficult to determine directions here, but for map purposes, off to the right from where you are right now. I understand you're still in the library. You're not actually on my map yet, so just sorry about that. And as you look at it, as you look in that direction, you can see that the water gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Is there any way to tell the sort of distance that this flooding may have happened?
On the map, the majority of this journey, it seems like, is going through what is marked as flooded ruins.
You've got to be kidding me with that fucking guy.
How did he do this?
I have no idea. Unless these happened in the wake of this,
How would he have known? How would he have known that though, if he hadn't seen it himself?
Well, there is
perhaps
a boat down here.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's a boat, right? Like there's.
Yeah, there's a boat. There's a rowboat right there.
Oh,
So
I thought like this was a caved-in, like flooded area that had happened.
We take the boat. Does it look like we can all fit?
My question still stands.
You can all fit in the boat. Yes, it is a little bit cramped, and you are limited on space, as per the rule we just talked about. But yes, you can all fit in the boat. And Anastas, you think that you could row this?
I could row this. Okay.
Yeah.
I can row this.
I will row it.
Okay.
I was gonna suggest I walk it out until I can't walk anymore with it, but I assume that happens pretty quick.
It does happen pretty quick, so you do that, and then like as you're trying to get into it, like you push the boat down, like water gets in, and like everyone's rushing to the other side of the boat to try and balance it out as you like crawl in.
And then I just start like rowing.
Okay. So
expect Dorian to point the way.
Dorian, I need you to make a cunning check to decipher this map.
And do I get the +1 with my
You have a cartographer thing?
Yep.
You can use that.
Alright, so I get +1.
Succeed.
After following the map in the makeshift boat at the bottom of the lift, you paddle further into darkness. You spy some dim blue light reflecting off the black water in the distance, and soon you emerge into a cavern whose walls are covered in pointed, clear blue crystals, each radiating a wavering light as the gently lapping water brushes against their surfaces. In that pale blue light, thousands of such crystalline structures reflect around you and off the water in a shimmering dance of wavering light. At the far end of the cavern, you see a great bronze and stone wall, like a door, cracked in two. Across its face, in aged, weathered bronze, is a two-horned symbol of what looks to be a shield. Are you guys all on the map here? Can you see what's going on?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
So we make our way over?
Yeah. I'm gonna move you and the boat because
that's cool.
That sounds reasonable.
you know what? I'm just gonna move you. The boat apparently is gonna stay there. It's a good thing I got another boat over here. Okay.
Yeah.
As you paddle past, you can see that vegetation and life is growing up around these crystals. You paddle through lily pads and grasses, seaweeds, and fungi cling to the walls. And beneath the surface, you see something move.
Perhaps it's best we make our way through this door quickly.
You get up to the door, and this is that door that I described. It's cracked open, and it is a great round deal. Most of you feel that you will easily be able to pass through the crack. However, Anastas, it is going to be a little small for you.
So I would have to open it a bit?
That is correct.
Well, then I will attempt to open it a bit.
Do you still have that pickaxe?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, like, no. That thing did its job, and then Anastas threw it to the ground. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a good thing I have been holding on to it the entire time.
Yeah, I love that you guys get into like dungeoneering situations with like none of the D&D dungeoneering equipment at all.
No rope, no pickaxe, no pythons, no.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing useful.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
I think I'm gonna try to open the door a bit.
Okay, make a strength check. This is going to be at -2. This door is very heavy and very old. As you begin to move on it, you can hear things shifting above.
But well, we succeeded.
Uh-oh.
Feeling the shifting above, you very gently, you use your massive strength, but not as a brute.
But as just a
very constant pressure, very smoothly open the door and slide through into the ruins beyond. Where is my... Aha, here we are. Okay. Can you guys see in now?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this first chamber has like three statues in the beginning. One of them holding a staff pointed towards the left. But beyond that, you see a gate that is closed, and past that is a creature. This creature is described in my book upstairs that I don't. Oh, okay. It has the look of a stony bird, aged and adorned with graying feathers and worn skin. I want. Why can I not? Why can I not look at this and know what I want? Pinwheel. Okay. And worn skin. All over its body hang crystals and charms carved from bones, stones, bronze, and ruddy metal. Its glossy eyes open when you enter the room, and it squeaks horribly, grating your ears. "This place is forbidden, sons of the traitor! Error! Error!" It screeches again. "The flaw in fundament! Error! Begone!"
The bird thing?
The bird thing.
He wasn't lying about the bird thing.
He was not lying about the bird thing. What would you guys like to do?
Well, okay. There's doors over here that are open, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's a door over here that's closed.
Yep.
And there's a gate.
Yes.
It might be safe to infer that the staff is pointing towards the direction in which an unlocked door. So if we want to unlock the gate or the other door, perhaps that's important.
We have to move the sword.
So I think to prove this theory, we need to check to see if this door is unlocked, and then start from there.
Or we start at the door that we think is unlocked, because if we're wrong, it's the same, but just like...
Yeah, check the doors.
Yeah.
We check the doors.
Okay. Error! You must leave! You must leave! And it jams its staff into the earth with its like craning head around, and a wave of energy like ripples through the water and pushes against you. Everyone makes a resolute check. This is at -5. Actually, no. Okay, the way that this works is I need to know what order you guys are standing in.
Well, I moved to this door.
Okay, so yeah, it's going to be Anastas, Alexander, Dorian, and then Raleigh in that order. So Anastas, make a resolute check first, -5.
Nightmare scenario.
At least I'm gonna take direct damage from this, so...
Anastas, you succeed. Excellent.
Oh!
Wow.
Okay, affected. If this succeed, the next enemy, and so on. Okay, so you feel the compulsion to leave, to flee as quickly as you possibly can, but you draw on the strength of the first pilgrim, and you do not do that. You stand steadfast. What do you say to this creature?
We are here to right what is wrong and will not be fleeing from you.
It hisses at you and like kind of throws its like cloak and begins to like hobble off in the direction towards the left.
Well, that's where I am. Let's check that other door.
Move you guys where you want to move.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like Raleigh runs up to that door, followed closely by Dorian. Raleigh, you grab the handle and pull on it, and you feel that it's locked.
Okay. Yep, this one's locked.
Then perhaps my hypothesis of the staff is correct. Should we chase this creature and search the open door, or attempt to move the statue? I think we should move down the hall.
Agreed.
Dorian, Alexander?
Let's go.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Stopping here with the windows and the doors.
Yeah. So you move down the hallway. You can hear the creature splashing around somewhere farther down the corridor. And as you pass, these are like jail cells. They're barred. And inside, you pass the first one, and a creature like old and withered, like an abomination, but like covered in swampy water, like rushes to the edge and like claws out at you with a big like frog clawed hand, and makes a horrible gurgling sound. Two others on the other side are huddled together and shirk away from you as you come through. This whole place is lit by the Lumidium crystals, but it is still a little dark in here, so it's difficult to see in
The cells
very
are holding?
far. The cells are holding, although they are rusted and do not look like they would hold forever. Alexander, are you in there yet? No, Alexander has stayed at the doorway and has decided he is not going in here.
Alexander has trepidation.
Honestly, I do, but I will join.
We're talking about how this is just in the basement of the university. Like, this is, like, under the university.
Oh, okay. Also, everyone having entered the, I need everyone to make a resolute check who has entered the building.
Okay.
Do I have to make an additional one?
Any
Yes,
modifier?
Yep. No modifier.
Also, was this place populated with these crazy creatures when I used to come down here before, or is this new?
You were never in this section because you didn't go here because this is fucking awful.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Go here.
Everyone who failed that resolute check takes 4 corruption.
Okay.
Alexander.
Temporary, I assume.
Temporary corruption for now.
All right.
But as you step inside, you can feel that buzz, that hum of the black energy, and your will is holding against it, but you are not sure for how long that will last. Alexander, as you have passed these cells, okay, Anastas, could you stay just right there? As you pass these cells, Alexander, you stop at the middle one, because inside, could everyone stop? Oh, yeah. I thought I saw Raleigh move. Okay. What I'm seeing is the like the little your cursors, and I'm like, whoa, but it's not. Okay, so Alexander, as you pass the middle one, you see the glint of gold and silver on the floor farther into the cell. It looks like one of the creatures, now dead, was holding a chest that is now spilling out into the flooded floor around it.
Can I get inside this cell?
As you grab the handle to the cell, you see that it is locked, although the bars are rusted and worn.
How's the lock?
The lock could be picked, but you do not have time to decide whether it could be used or not, because the creature has, because Anastas, as you round the corner, you see the creature has come out into some sort of library or study. He is scrambling around for something and runs over to one of the tables where he pulls out a talisman of sorts. He sees you and he squeals and he presses his hand to it, and when he does so, the 2 statues next to you start groaning and coming to life.
Oh God.
As they start to move. However, they are old and worn, as everything down here is, and are having difficulties getting off of their pedestals. What would you guys like to do?
I think I'm dashing towards the creature.
Yeah.
And not getting smashed by these 2 dudes.
Okay, if we're going to dash towards the creature, we're going to enter combat then. So everyone activate yourselves combat-wise. Let me activate these 2 guys here. Let's get some Action Jackson music going on.
Action Jackson. Oh, thank God. That's fine. I don't care if the bird goes before me.
It's all based on your quick, anyways. So like,
I know.
Okay.
I know.
All right, Dorian.
I think I would like to delay until after Alexander, but before the bird.
Got it.
Anastas dips out of here and is going to move there. And this thing is holding something?
Yeah, it's got a staff. It's got like talismans and like just charms and things all over
activate
it.
These things?
Oh yeah, like it picked up a charm and it seemed to like activate it, and when it did so, like the Doctor Strange style thing opened.
I want to run up and fucking paw that thing out of its hand.
Okay, so that thing skitters to the ground, and as it hits the ground, you can see that rune fade from its surface and disappear. Behind you, you hear the clunk of these guardians as they get down off of their pedestals and brandish their large axes, turning towards, one turns towards you and the other one turns towards the first person down that hallway, Raleigh.
Yes.
The creature squawks and squeals as you run up to it, grabbing a hold of its staff and attempting to back up. What do you want to do to it?
Well, okay, so I ran up. That was I wanted to smack the rune out of its hand. That didn't cost an action. That was just a thing that I could do.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, that would be an action. Yeah. Could I have you do an attack just to see?
Yeah. So it does. It serves some function. Is that what we're assuming? It's a critical.
Do you want to confirm that critical?
Sure. I fucking whap this thing's hand away, and I succeed.
Wow.
Solid. Okay. So, do you want to deal damage to it?
Well, so I suppose technically I can't swing with my warhammer after I move. So
okay.
my thought was he's holding this rune thing to control him.
Do you want to do an unarmed strike? My only question right now is, do you want to have dealt damage to this thing?
I'd more so. Well, now that we know that the rune thing is done, it's out of his hand. You've explained that, right? Like
I explained that it's out of its hand, and the rune that was on it actually has like disappeared.
Yeah. Can I have done that with a one? I guess I'll deal damage. Sure.
Okay, so then what your unarmed damage would be? What, like 1? I'm pretty sure. Plus you have the critical damage of 6, so you can roll a d6.
3, so 4.
So that is 4 damage total. As you do so, another one of his charms lights up, and a shockwave goes out from him. You take 2 damage, ignoring armor.
I'm
down. He needs to make a resolute check. He gets 1d4 armor, so he ignores 2 of the damage. So you get 1 damage through. Okay, yeah. So this charm on him like sort of explodes out when you strike him. It throws you backwards, giving him just enough time to start backing up and moving away. He squawks at you again. "Be gone, I said, be gone!" Alexander, your turn. Oh, and Anastas falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Alright, I cannot see him. Okay. I don't like it. I don't think I can get past those guys is the thing.
We keep forgetting we don't have to play this game as a combat-only game.
No, I know, but I can't talk to the Guardians.
Oh.
I could try to pickpocket him,
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
I'm gonna try to sneak past him if possible. They've not seen me, right?
They are the one turned towards Raleigh.
Raleigh, right? So they have not. Okay, I'd like to try to sneak past him if possible.
So you're gonna have to go right in front of them. Like, show me where you want to. Can you like press X to ping where you want to go?
Is it possible to? How big is the gap between?
Between it and the wall, pretty small.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Anything I could get across towards the ceiling, like.
You're in a small corridor right now, and it's at the end of it with a giant hammer.
Which is not where I want to be.
I apologize. Hammer fists. Its fists are hammers.
Ah, cute. Fuck. I'm going to fucking just try to run past it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do your quick check too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that no modifiers?
Quick, unmodified. Yep.
Yeah. Good.
So the first movement can get you like to. I'm gonna say to there.
You got it. Okay, cool. And so cool. So the second one should. Oops.
So you have like 12 of movement yet. You could get all the way up to it if you wanted to, but that would end your turn. Otherwise, you could like get in the doorway and out of its reach, and then make an attack. You could make an attack and then move against the Guardian. What do you want to do now, seeing the situation?
Right. Can't just get around the corner, can I? Like getting in. Oops. Fuck.
Yeah, you could you could get in and get around the corner for sure, but that would be your full movement.
Yeah, I think I see kind of this area, so is it possible to get in like so?
Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
and
do
then
that.
you still have like 5 movement.
Okay. And then
so you could get like up into there. You could get up to the thing. You could get over here.
And Anasta's body is right there. I'm gonna try to get around. About 5 would put me there-ish. Is that like a barrel behind there or something?
It's a desk. It's a desk.
Oh, it's a desk.
It's a
okay.
chair.
Then yeah.
Okay. Great.
Right up in there.
Sounds good. All right. Who is next? Dorian had an.
I will go next.
Yep.
I guess just to try and see what the hell is going on, I'm gonna get to.
Okay, so if you do that, you're gonna take a free attack from that Guardian.
Oh, I thought they were deactivated from the.
No, they got down off their pedestal.
In fact, okay, and actually, I will because you saw Alexander go past. As Alexander goes past, one of them swings at him. He has to dodge roll underneath it, and then it's sort of swung around back towards Raleigh.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna try the same thing, but with my cunning. I'm gonna try and skirt around this thing.
Do that with cunning? Do you have the ability to do that to avoid free attacks?
Oh no! I figured he just avoided the attack with his armor, his defense check.
He has a specific ability. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I just try and shoot at this statue. I'm not gonna try and get around that. Then.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry, I
You're fine. You're fine. So you have a +4 on this attack.
Okay. Only 2 damage though.
Okay, so just to show you, it blocks 12 of that damage.
Okay. Literally what I rolled.
That's nice.
Wow. All right.
Fuck. What do
Who is next?
I guess
the creature is next. Okay, so having downed Anastas, it is going to rush over here, and before it goes, it is going to turn around and activate. Okay, it pulls up another one of its charms, and a blinding energy flashes out from it. Alexander, make a resolute check. You succeed. Okay, so you are able to shield your eyes, and it disappears down the corridor. You can hear it splashing around further down through the water. Okay. Raleigh.
Huh. Well, I was gonna try to attack one of these things, but now I'm definitely not gonna do that. Shit. Am I engaged with this thing, or?
You are not yet engaged with it, no.
Okay. Shit, I might actually run back into the other room and see if I can... I don't know. I can't get past these things.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
I'm hoping there's some way to turn them off with that rune thing that I got out of his hand.
Yeah, maybe smash the shit out of it or something, I don't know.
Interact with it in some way. That was the intention.
Yeah. I mean, one of these things is locked onto me. I think I just have to, like...
I don't think killing statues is a good idea.
No, I'm not going to try to kill statues. There's no point.
Yeah. So maybe, I mean, Alexander goes first.
No, it's Raleigh right now.
My turn.
Oh, Raleigh's turn.
Yeah.
Next. Yeah. Yeah, get away from
my
these
turn.
things.
I think I'm just gonna book it. I can move 10.
Yep. Plus 10 more if you use your whole turn to move.
How fast do I think these things are gonna be?
Eh.
But I don't really have anything else to do with my turn.
I'd move 15.
I'm gonna move to like right here actually, and like, I can't take an action obviously, but like I want to figure out how this thing works.
Okay. So this guardian right here is like, his leg is like caught in rubble and fused to the ground. He turns and he like tries to move forward, and he like stumbles to the earth and gets up. He is rooted in place and cannot move. This one, however, breaks free, pulling like one of its legs off. So like it's got like at the knee. So it's got one full leg and one half leg, and it comes down and just begins slowly dragging itself across the floor towards Dorian. It gets to it gets to there, so it does not get to Dorian. It's just crawling through this water with its great fists, hobbling towards you. And we are at the top of the turn order. You guys have a minute.
I'm gonna be hobbling the fuck away from him myself.
So, Allie needs me to grab her something, so
Okay.
I will be right back. But my plan for the turn is to try to figure out how that mechanism works.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to bring back Anastas with
I
that
think
black
you
staff.
should try to fuck with the little rune on the floor first.
First do that?
That's what I would say.
How you figure I should fuck with said rune?
I don't think destroying it right away, but
No,
pick it up,
probably
look
not.
at it, and then make a call.
Yeah, investigate, I suppose, whatever that. What is
Yeah.
that again? Is that a vigilant, usually? Not ideal. Maybe a cunning. That's still not ideal for me.
Hopefully you grab it and something happens.
Can I quick it?
I should put an icon where that thing is.
Yeah, that'd be dope to see. I just realized there's a lot of cells in this area too, or at least those are a lot of doors.
Yes, there's doors. The doors in this room.
Okay, not cell. Okay, cool.
Can you see this?
That circle? Yeah. Okay, that's the rune. Okay, cool.
There's the
What does it
thing.
look like again?
You haven't seen it. It's like a small medallion. Okay, we're at the top of the round. Dorian, it's your turn.
All right, Dorian is just gonna start running. There.
Guys, we don't need to be using that like 10-foot move. Like, this is very clearly delineated into rooms. If you want to move out of a room, that's fine.
Gotcha.
Good to know.
Yeah, I come into this room and try to assist Raleigh.
Sounds good. Yeah. So we're gonna do that on Raleigh's turn.
Okay.
Okay, Anastas. Okay, Anastas needs to make a death save.
Yep.
I don't know if it's 10 and below or 10 and up. We're gonna say that that's good. Okay, so you managed to hold on for another turn. Alexander, your turn.
I'm gonna go fucks with the rune up there. Let's take a look at it.
Okay, so you rush over to the rune and pull it up off the ground. It is it's a small medallion about the size, rather it's a pretty large medallion. It's about the size of your hand, small in the creature's hand because it's so large. It has a rune etched in on one side of it, and it is blank on the other. It is faintly warm to the touch as you pick it up and seems to be made out of some sort of stone.
Okay, is that all I can, like, is there any other way to just investigate it at the moment? Like, see if there's any mechanisms, or not mechanisms,
So, yeah,
any
you're
other...
looking, as you turn it over in your hands, you don't see any mechanisms, you see runes.
See runes. And nothing I'm familiar with?
I mean, have you studied rune lore?
I don't think so, but Dorian might have.
Dorian might have.
Alright, I'm gonna pocket it, I suppose, then.
Okay, sounds good.
And then, can I go back to Anastas to give him the old...
Yeah, you can use the rest of your movement to rush over to Anastas, and
give him the slapper now?
And yes, begin preparing. I'm going to say because you already interacted with a thing, you're going to be able to interact with the Anastas thing next turn.
Okay, perfect.
The creature goes, and you can hear it sloshing around. Oh, and in fact, Dorian and Raleigh, you see the creature. You hear the opening and the closing of a door. And the sounds of the creature disappear. And we are at Raleigh's turn. Raleigh, you Raleigh is gone. Okay.
Raleigh is gone.
Raleigh is gone. Dorian, though, you are here, and you were trying to assist him with moving this device, right? Dorian?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which direction do you want to spin to push this thing?
Up towards this gate up here, if you can see where my mouse is.
I can. Yes, this thing, with great effort, and I'm going to need a strength check to see how long this takes you.
And Raleigh is back.
Yes. Raleigh, you and Dorian are trying to push this thing. It is moving, but very slowly. I need a strength check. If you are both doing it, you can have one of you can do it with favor.
Okay. What's your strength?
10.
So is mine. So it's a horse apiece. Whoever wants to roll with favor.
You got here first. You do it.
Okay.
I just kind of came in and like threw my weight into it.
Sounds good. Favor. Yes.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay, yeah, you are able to push it around, and as you do so, it clinks into place, and the gate in front of you opens up. Farther in the dungeon, to your left, you hear the grinding of another gate falling down into place.
Oh, God.
Isn't that a good thing? Because that closed off the door we just came from, right?
It is not the door you just came from. It is farther off in the dungeon, somewhere you didn't see. It's not a door.
Oh.
It's like these barred gates.
Oh, dear.
Okay, not good then. That can't be good.
Well, but we needed it to get through here for now, right?
Yes.
You can always go back and move it again.
Yeah.
Did that gate drop in front of us?
The gate did drop in front of you, although it's a part of the map. I can't like make it disappear, but you can move through it now.
Get through it if we want.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Does Raleigh still have a move on his turn?
Raleigh does still have a move on his turn. Yep.
then yeah, then I will take it.
Although none of you are engaged with the creature right now, so I'm gonna pull everyone out of combat. So we don't have to be going in turn order. That Rune Guardian is moving so slowly down the passageway. As long as nobody goes down that passageway, it's gonna be fine. Okay, so Alexander, we're gonna hop back to you. So you pull out the black sap and light it. It reinvigorates Anastas, healing them 1d4, did we say?
Yep.
I believe so.
That is 2. Anastas is getting 2 HP back.
Average.
Raises back. Thanks, Alexander.
You're quite welcome.
And continues on the path.
Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Go after that fucking bird guy.
Or we explore.
Or explore.
There's a lot of doors.
We're just trying to find crystals.
Yeah, again, we have an objective, and then we want to leave.
Yeah, Alexander wants to go back to that one cell that he saw.
That cell thing right now has a Rune Guardian like walking back and forth in front.
Oh, never mind. It's still there. Okay, damn.
Can I consult that map again? Is this that storeroom area that it was referring to, or like?
So that map brought you to that gate, and there was nothing beyond it.
On the map?
On the map, yeah. It just said like this is the storeroom where you're supposed to get to. It's in here somewhere. You opened it up, and then this is where it brought you.
Gotcha. All right. Then yeah, let's just start exploring this place.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of doors here, right?
Well, we can perhaps assume that this is the gate.
Yeah.
And here's this door.
That is a door. Yep.
So is this. So are all of these.
There's a lot of doors.
What's this door?
So that door is cracked open and broken. Inside, you can see reeds and fungi growing up out of reeds growing up out of the water, fungi along the walls, and the little else. It appears to be a little wild and overgrown.
Well, perhaps not what we need to go into.
Doesn't sound like it.
And this door?
That door is locked.
What about this?
Any sounds behind it? Is it open? Is there a window? Is it a solid door?
It is a solid oaken door. Like I said, it is locked, and there are no sounds coming from within it. Raleigh, do you try that door in front of you?
Yeah, I'm trying this door.
You're just gonna open it?
I'll listen at it first, I guess, just to see.
Inside, you hear the scratching and clawing of some creature and muttering.
Okay. Raleigh is just...
The muttering is followed by a screech and a caw. There's a flash underneath the door, and you can hear something hit the ground loudly.
What? What just happened? Can I open the door?
That bloody bird's in there.
As you open the door, you see the creature locked in combat with what appear to be 2 university students, although their faces are all like mutated and disgusting. One of them has like a big frog eye coming out the side of its head, and they are like grabbing onto it and attempting to bite into its flesh with these huge like reptilian jaws, and it is swinging its staff around, and as it does so, waves of energy are emanating off of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You close the door.
Close the door.
Probably smart.
I don't think that creature is an enemy.
Oh my god.
Did it not just activate those statues that tried to kill us?
Many creatures do many things out of fear. However, it is not a source of corruption.
Right, but again, we have one objective. We just have to find the storeroom.
and get out with enough.
Well,
Lumidium.
that thing could speak, and perhaps if we do help it, it might be willing to help us find some of those Lumidium
It
crystals.
was speaking of an error before, correct? What was it saying? It was squawking something very specific.
You recall that it was speaking of some error, some flaw. You were not familiar with what it was saying, and you can't seem to remember.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Does anything look like the?
I think we should try to save this bird guy. That's my vote. Sorry.
Remember 5 minutes ago when you were like, "Let's go hunt down that bird thing."
Yeah.
I'll save my vote for a tie. Alexander, what do you think we should do?
What is Alexander doing right now?
I was gonna say looking to see if any of the doors had anything to make.
You're sort of exploring the room that you're in, looking at doors and things. Yeah.
But if people are starting to shout about birds.
Alexander, you're like moving through things. There seems to be quite a lot in this room. It seems to be a study of some sort, and there's like knowledge and tomes, scrolls all over the place. And as you pass one of the tables, you spy a small rusted key atop it.
Take that shit.
Pocket it. Okay.
Now I'll ice boom if people are talking about voting.
Yes.
Well, Dorian, I have something for you to look at here soon, but if we feel like we need to help this bird out that we were just dealing with, I'm all for it as well.
I don't think we should get close to it. It's whipping out waves of energy. It's indiscriminate. So, Dorian, you kind of have to snipe these frogs off of it.
You have been very effective at that lately.
That might be our only means of justifying helping this bird.
Well, do we think it's worth it or not? Like, is this thing against us, or is it an ally?
I don't know if it's an ally, but
I literally don't know.
I don't know. Dorian, it's up to you. Are you gonna shoot the frogs, or are we going?
Let's just
Everyone's cool's moving on, but we're also cool staying. But you're the one who thinks we should help. I also think it's not a bad idea.
The only reason I thought it is because you just said that.
I'm with it. I'm with it. But the only way we're gonna do it is if you shoot it. So you have to.
Okay,
make the call.
let's just continue on then.
Okay.
So should we check out?
Leave it. I don't trust it.
These ones back here.
You said there was something you wanted me to see.
Yes, and I'll hand over the, rune. Found this on the floor near Anastas's. Well, the creature, near the creature and Anastas's.
And that's going to be a cunning check if you want to examine it.
Any modifiers?
Nope.
Are you fucking kidding me? Nope.
Looking at these runes, you have never in your life seen anything like this. You cannot decipher the runes in any way, even to know what language they were written in. This is incredibly odd to you. This is very strange. You know a lot of languages. You're a lore master. You've taken a lot of linguistics classes. You've at least seen a whole bunch of stuff. This is completely alien.
Oh, that creature's from the. Oh yeah. Okay. It's
I think
not
from
an ally.
the,
It's a creature from the abyss. We might be able to get information out of it about what the fuck's going on, but I think it is correct to lock those creatures in there and continue on.
Let them have their fun. Yes.
There's perhaps a chance that if the creature survives, it can't activate these stone golems, but also, why does it have runes to activate stone golems?
I don't know. That
in
thing
the
is really
runes.
very confusing to me. This whole situation is very I don't know what to trust and what we should be doing.
Yeah, so this gate is open, this gate is closed. We could potentially infer that by
wasn't
opening
locked.
this gate, we closed this one.
There was a locked door over there, and Alexander also just picked up a key.
That's true. We could see if the key fits into any
Does
of
the
them.
key fit the locked door?
You rush over to that door and unlock it. The key does fit, although it is everything in here is old and it's difficult to open. And it reveals. How do I open this? There we go. It reveals a darkened room. At the back of it, there's a small pedestal with various instruments, old and decayed, broken glass, and, crucially, a large blue refined Lumidium stone.
Nice.
Awesome.
Grab.
Awesome.
One down.
One down.
So we need 5, right?
Yes. Wait a second. Let me do my counting here real quick. 1.
So then
You
I'll
find
go back.
2. You find 2 on here.
I'll go back, rotate the statue back, and then whip around, and you guys tell me if that gate
But
opens.
doing that, there is still a rune guardian in that passageway.
In there?
Yeah.
Did we smash that amulet that it was using?
No,
Or whatever.
I mean, might as well.
I mean, I
try.
wasn't able to discern it, but we could.
Yeah.
What if you tried to like do something with it, Dorian?
I just tried to recognize it.
Oh,
That's
that
what
was
it
the thing
was.
that you
I failed.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
Well, if there's no other attempt at making sense of it, it can't be used for good.
Yeah, so we just
Destroy
smash it.
No,
Yeah, we smash it.
we attempt to destroy it.
Smashing the talisman against the wall, it crumbles easily in your hands, and when it does so, it like you can feel it like shaking before it drops to the ground. And far off in the distance, you hear something collapse into the water.
Boom.
Ooh. Yay.
Plan is on.
All right, let's go try and spin that sword
I
statue
will do
again.
that.
Let's do it.
I will spin it back to its original position.
Spinning the statue back to its original position, the gateway behind you closes, and you hear the grinding of gears of another gate opening elsewhere in the dungeon.
But
Don't
not
really
the one
grind
in
my
front of
gears.
friend.
Correct.
God damn it. Well, then
Okay, we
I
gotta-
will
we
turn
gotta
it
spin
to the
right.
way that we haven't done yet.
Okay, turning it around towards the right, you hear the grinding of gears off in the distance close, and the gate in front of, is that Raleigh over there?
Yeah.
Opens. Okay,
Does
give me a
this
second.
door open?
No.
The door in front of you does not open.
Is this door still open?
Yes, those doors are like rudimentary wooden doors.
So
They're
I
not
can
these
whip,
gates.
the stone golem is indeed collapsed into
Collapsed in a lifeless pile. Yes.
and then I will return to meine Freunde. Anything? Yeah. No, I'm not stopping to look. I don't care.
I really think that like we should at least look at these doors over here.
I think, that might be good. I think there are two kinds of adventurers.
Uh-huh.
Ones that survive and ones that explore all the doors.
Okay, but you don't know where to find the Lumidium, and some of the Lumidium was behind a random door that you just passed.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
In this
Um,
case, we really need to just start opening all the doors.
Okay, so there's a gate over. We have to split up because there's a gate over here too. But there's a lot. Okay, let's do these doors. Let's do this gate, then go back.
Okay, I attempt this door.
Okay. I need you to describe more in detail what you are doing with each door, because there's weird stuff in here.
Okay.
Like
What does this
I
door
said
look
with Don,
like?
are you going to listen at the door? Are you just going to open it? Are you going to inspect it before you open it? Like, I need to know that stuff. If you
I
say,
would
try this door, I'm going to assume that you just open it, and then bad things are going to happen.
Okay. What does this door look like?
This door looks like like the cell doors. It is like made out of iron, and there is a small slit at the top. However, that has been like barred over. So like there would be a slit that you could look through with bars, but like somebody put something over it, so you cannot see through it.
Can I tell what sort of thing that is, what it's made of, that they put over it?
Yeah, it's like another piece of iron. Like they put another piece of iron over it.
And then, DM, what does this door look like?
That door looks like a more all of the doors on this passageway are exactly the same.
And they all have
however,
bars.
they are not all closed off. You can look through the bars in this one, and looking beyond the bars, you see beyond some sort of locked chest, or rather some sort of chest. You're not sure if it's locked.
Okay. And then looking at this one?
Another chest.
And this one.
I can't actually see what is in there. A dead body of a creature that Anastas has seen before, but only long ago. A segmented creature that is made out of several different units put together, armored. However, this one is strange, and unlike the ones that you have seen before, and you can see the effects of corruption riddling its body. It now lies dead, having been disconnected from its group for so long, and shackled to the wall.
Interesting. Tanari, I'm guessing, are not common, then.
No.
Not at all. So there's potentiality that these people have never even seen one.
Yes.
No. Yeah, we certainly have not.
A vile creation of the Hadron gods. But nothing else in this room?
No, not in that room. It's like a small, like a very small cell.
To metagame a little bit, is this going to count as lore to find this thing? Should I inspect it? Is it worth it? Like, I don't want to pass up experience.
I will say that there is lore to be found in here. Absolutely. Plenty of it.
My curiosity is, Anastas is not that curious of a creature, but the curiosity is piqued. And having not seen one of these creatures since probably the fall of Karstop.
Probably not, yeah.
Anastas will, I'll let the party decide what they want to do with the rest of the doors, but I will be trying to get into this door.
Okay, so the door is locked.
Everyone can make their way down. What do you guys want? There's the barred door, 2 doors with a chest, and the door that Anastas wants to get into. What do we want to do?
I would like to attempt to listen at the barred door, because the
Alexander, are you following everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope, it's okay.
The way it was
listening
explained,
at the barred door?
Yeah, it sounded like someone on the
from within.
I think we should just leave that one there.
Please. I can sense your presence. Help me. Please.
Help me!
No fucking thanks.
What is your name?
I cannot recall it. It has been so long.
It's a Najee.
I don't trust it.
Please.
Is there any gap underneath the door?
No.
Any keyhole?
Yes.
I think
Can
it's
I
a
look-
Najee.
Can I try to look through the keyhole?
It is dark within. You cannot see anything.
Dude, if it's down here, it's been down here for so long. It's got to be a Najit.
I could try the lock to see about. I have limitations, but I could try it. If
We'll see what we can do.
What if
There's
the
the-
key fits?
Yeah, there's
The
the key.
key does not fit in the lock.
Oh.
Alexander, do you think you can pick this lock?
I can do my best.
Okay. This lock is old and worn. It's gonna be difficult. You have disfavor.
Okay. And what was this again? Is this a what check?
This is gonna be well, actually, I am going to call this a I want to call it a quick check, but I'm not talking about quickness. I'm talking about like dexterity,
Finesse.
Like, yeah, finesse. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can do that. But disfavor, you said, correct?
Disfavor. Yeah.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
You do just manage to get it open, and pulling on the door.
Crossbow
Smile,
level.
guys. We fucked up. This was a bad plan.
You reveal an enormous creature. Something the size of a Karovid Hadra, maybe even larger. There are twisting, spiraling horns jutting off of it at all angles. It comes down into like a small reptilian head, who's like it's all chained down. There are like 17 chains tied to the ground around it. And as it sees you, it reaches out a deformed, clawed hand, and it claws at the ground in front of it, and it says, "Please, free me. Please."
Do I regret being right? A little.
What are you?
I am that which is distasteful to the gods. Please, it's not my fault. Let me out of here. Let me out.
No. No way. Absolutely fucking not.
I think it'd be fucking cool if he was like dope, but it's just the risk of him not being dope is not.
It's so high.
Oh, but if we don't free him now,
Not being dope is like
here's
atmospherically
the
high.
problem though. Now if he is
High.
dope, now we have literally like closed the door on him. So
No, that was a joke. I'm sorry.
no, I know. I'm thinking about closing. No,
Listen,
but like,
we've already closed a lot of doors in this place. Okay, like
Please, I can give you knowledge. I know things of the past, time beyond time. Please.
He's a lion sack.
That's very very tempting.
No, you cannot trust Rui. You cannot. He does not care for the small things of this world. Please.
I vibe check this guy somehow.
I don't know, Eric. Use your vibe check, your player check of these vibes.
I'm not there. It's up to who's there.
You need
two
a
sort it out.
vibe check after
Just
this?
make a call. Make a
I
call.
want
I
it
am
to be
shocked.
true.
I am gobsmacked that we are even considering
We can't
this.
spend all night on every encounter. You gotta make a call.
I
There's-
know.
There's no way that like.
Dorian frees him.
Oh my god!
Well, Orian's gonna get close to him and rattle some chains.
Yeah, I'm ready to
Yeah.
close. Alexander stands at the door ready to close it.
Yes, small one. There is a key. There is a key for these locks. It is held by the keeper. You must find it, he says darkly. It sends a chill down your spine.
Who?
The keeper. Rui's keeper. That foul wretch. He
Where
has
can we
gone
find
mad.
Where
You
can we
cannot trust a word that it says. But it knows much. It knows of fundament. It knows of the magic which holds this world together. It can manipulate it. Don't you understand how powerful that is? Few have been able to do this. You must not underestimate the Keeper, but go now. If it sees you with me, it will certainly destroy you. Find the key and return. Return, my little friend, my savior.
Where can we find this keeper?
You will see him. You will know him by his stony physique like Rui, his creator. You will find him based on the talismans he carries.
Is
It's the
Rui
bird.
the name of the bird man?
Yeah.
Rui the law. It is a god of this land, a god which hates things such as myself. No, the Keeper is just a servant.
What's happening?
We gotta go back to the bird guy fighting the frogs.
The university student frogs?
We will do
Yes.
what we can to help you. What was your name again?
I have forgotten it.
Oh,
I am
just wanted
that
to
which
check
is
if we have
distasteful to the gods.
Even Isho?
Man, we
Even Isho?
Who is this Isho?
Oh,
The name is unfamiliar to me.
Oh,
my God.
I think we're in another fucking dimension,
Where
guys.
the fuck are we?
yeah.
So, let's
Okay,
It's very
wait a
clearly
second
that-
though. Wait a second though. Do you guys? I guess I don't expect you to have 100% photographic memory of all of the Aoka. Rui
Rui's
is one
not-
of the Aoka.
Oh, okay.
Rui the Law is the Aoka who has like written the laws of the universe, or like at least is trying to catalog them from your understanding. But you're all humans, so that's pretty much the extent of your knowledge.
Oh, so this dude might have been in here so long before Isho was born,
Even a
before Isho
god.
was known as not the quiet one. He doesn't know Isho at all. But he comes from a time when Isho wasn't understood.
Yeah.
This
Dude's
is
old
the
as
only
fuck.
explanation.
Yeah. Ooh. That's cool.
This is spooky. I don't like
So
this.
Very spooky,
I
but
don't
it's very
like it.
clear that we are not done with Bird Boy. So I
No.
think we should.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go fuck up an Aokan god, I guess.
I'm gonna meet everyone by the door.
So he
and
was
we'll-
very clear that the bird was not
Bird
the
was not.
Aoka.
Oh, that's his servant.
His
Yeah.
servant made in his image.
And
God.
but that's not the keeper of the keys.
That's not.
He seemed to
He doesn't
imply
think so.
that there's one keeper, that is the keeper of the keys, that is made in Rui's image, and you will know him by the talismans he carries.
Yeah, this
Right.
thing carries a shitload of talismans.
And he
That
does.
sounds
Yes,
like the
it
bird
is.
guy.
It is
Yeah.
bird guy. Yes.
You
I
run back over to the room. You open the door and you reveal a cozy, well-lit, or not well-lit, dark, it's dark now, room where he had been fighting those creatures before. It is now empty. Blood stains the floor. There is a bed, a chest of drawers, boxes, and a stone wall, and like the carved stone wall at the back, which is very, very finely carved. And it depicts a scene of a great creature, a creature with a faceless head that ends in two horns, very much like the door that you saw
Yes.
on the way in here. And as you look at it longer, you recognize something else in the creature. That faceless creature, that portal demon-esque physique. It is carrying a scepter in one hand, and around it are an array of servants that are bowing to it, one of which is the spitting image of that bird, that stony bird creature covered in talismans. Dorian, your lore keeping, you suddenly recognize this image and the pieces fall into place. You are looking at a depiction of Rui the Law, a creature from beyond the portal. And that is where we are going to end today's session.
Fucking hell, so we... Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wow, okay.
All right.
We are in some deep
Thanks
shit.
everyone for joining. And we will be back next week for the final session of this adventure. There's a lot to cover. So we're gonna see what happens. Thanks for you all for coming, and talk to you later.